Hello everyone. Hope you all been having a good day. And what do you mean by like Disco Elysiuming everywhere? I mean, if you're talking about me like the food coming back into my throat and then me having to swallow it back down, then yes, technically I do sometimes do that before the stream starts, but you guys wouldn't know that. Or at least you wouldn't have before this point, but that's besides the point. But hello, welcome. Now, exactly. And, but you'll never be able to perceive it. But yeah, hope you've been having a good day. I mean, in terms of like things that popped up, which I guess was out of nowhere and surprising, that popped up on my feed was apparently Nintendo was like releasing a alarm clock, which is like very Nintendo. Like, I think that's the best way to describe it. Like, if it was any other company, it'd be like, why? But then it's like, when it's Nintendo, it's like, huh. I'm actually surprised they didn't do this before. I mean, they've already made consoles that make use of motion tech. Why not other stuff? Because, Nintendo isn't just game consoles and game stuff. Like, they do make other products. So, if anything, yeah. Why? Surprising this didn't happen sooner. But I guess if you don't know what I'm talking about, it is this thing they call the Nintendo Alarmo. Although in the trailer for it, where they were talking about the Alarmo, a little bit of me was like, why didn't they say it was the Nintendo Alarmo? Like, it already has enough syllables to sound like Mario. Give it a Nintendo flair. I mean, obviously, in the actual examples of it, obviously the Nintendo flair was there, where it showed, I think, like, I'm trying to remember the 5 stuff they said it would come with at the start, which was like Super Mario Odyssey, Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, or was it Tears of the Kingdom, one of the two. Ring Fit, which I'm like, I see they still remember that game. That's good. And Splatoon and Pikmin 4. Though they did say they'll add like more properties in the future. And for lack of a better way to describe what it does, other than obviously it being an alarm clock, it is an alarm clock that when it starts, alarming, it detects your motion on the bed and makes complementary sounds based, I guess, on like what it reads. So in the example they gave, like with the Super Mario Odyssey one, if you're just shuffling in bed, it does the sound of like collecting coins. And then if you get up, I forget if it was like the sound effect of like getting a star or something else, or like the sun thing. Look, it's been a while since I played Odyssey. But yeah, like depending on what your gesture is, I guess it'll play an appropriate sound. And even like, the longer it takes for you to get up, supposedly the sound will intensify somehow. Like, I guess the example was it became like it switched over from like Jolly music to like Bowser music or something like that. Which, I mean, like, okay, very Nintendo-ish product. Obviously, it does other stuff, like how Pokemon Sleep also does other stuff. So it also like does ambient noises in the evening. I guess also based on movement, depending on the theme which you have. It tracks, alright, it keeps data of like when you got up, when you would move throughout your sleep, when you woke up. The usual stuff you see in like fancy alarm or sleeping accompanying programs or apps. And obviously in a very Nintendo way, where it is a actual physical alarm clock, which actually makes me wonder because they didn't show any of the samples of where they would actually, like, you know, the traditional alarm clock where there's a button you press to turn it off. Because supposedly the alarm will turn itself off when you leave the room. But that implies that it could only turn off when you leave the room. And it's like, alarm clock, I'm already up. Up. You don't need to continue making sound. Stop, please. Like, I can imagine that getting like annoying. There's Pokemon Sleep, isn't there? Weird that they didn't have an alarm clock merged before. Well, I mean, the thing is, in a way, you know, Pokemon is arguably more the Pokemon Company, just that they are published by Nintendo. And of course, are backed by Nintendo. But by all accounts, the Pokemon Company is the Pokemon Company. So that's probably why that's like a separate thing. I mean, I could imagine them adding Pokemon to Alarmo. But we'll see. Like, again, they said they updated with other Nintendo games, which, you know, the few tweets I saw that was like joking on it was like, oh, if Xenoblade was there, it'd literally just be the battle cries over and over again. Which, as someone who has played or who only played a little bit of Xenoblade, I kind of get what they mean, because like in the when you have a party of 4 and all of you are attacking continuously at the same time, and you're all shouting your moves, it just becomes a chaos of noise, which is very funny. But I think the funnier post I saw was that someone was like, oh, but the thing is, with the alarm clock, because it only detects movements, obviously it doesn't differentiate who the person is in the room with the alarm clock where it is facing. So, in a scenario where there are 2 of you sleeping on the same bed, you know, it might not work as well, because, you know, if one of you is getting up but the other one is not getting up, then, you know, or like if one of you has work in the early morning and the other one doesn't have to get up, then it just it's not compatible. That feels like a flawed alarm clock, yeah. But the thing is, the part where it was so funny in my head was the post was like, you know, it was like an image of like marriage, pros, you know, segs, cons, can't buy the Alarmo. But then I'm like, look, the deranged person in me, I'm like, no, wait. But what if you modded the Alarmo, and then the thing detects movement, right? So, let's just say you were in the act, and it's like every time a movement happens, it's Mario going, woohoo, woohoo, bye, woohoo, woohoo, woohoo. Like, no. or just a repeated, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I mean, obviously, I feel like someone might attempt to do that, but at the same time, like, please don't. But yeah, the moment I saw it, I'm like, what do you mean cons that you can't get that? You can totally get it. You just need to, like, expand your horizons. I mean, apparently it's like limited sales through online store. But, I mean, I don't think I'm getting it. But, you know, for any Nintendo fan out there who really likes the novelty items, which I do understand. Look, I have an Obsidia, like, physical alarm clock. So, who am I to talk about getting super unique physical items? So, you know, if you're a big Nintendo fan and you like physical items that are unique, the Alarmo is, like, conceptually a pretty good buy, I'd say. Because the decoration for your room, depending if a game comes out that you really like, and for me, it's not necessarily the property, but the sound effects that come with the property. I feel there will eventually be a combo that is like really nice. I can't think about one in my mind at the moment because I would imagine only first party Nintendo properties would be there. But like, you know, with all of their games and all of their sound effects, again, there's bound to be some kind of combination where it just works for what it's intended to be. Because personally, with the trailer, I wasn't really feeling some of the samples they gave. Like, I think the one that was most like questioning for me in my mind was the Splatoon one. Also, hello, Ku, welcome to the stream. I was just talking about the Nintendo Alarmo, their alarm clock that behaves accordingly based on your movement when you're waking up or going to bed. But the Splatoon one, it's like, it plays the BGM, but then every time like you shuffle, it does the sound effect of the Splatoon ink gun firing, and I'm like, you want to be woken up to the PTSD of playing in a PvP Splatoon game? I mean, I guess if the goal was to wake up, you're definitely gonna achieve it. But like, imagine waking up to gunfire, or I guess in this case, ink fire. Like, funny in concept, but like, I feel for some of them. Maybe maybe there's a little bit of masochism in you if you choose some specific combos. Would wake up the gunfire, 10 out of 10. Well, at least it's not like they're gonna put a Call of Duty or anything there, so. Well, yeah, just funny, funny like stuff. Though with stuff like those, I always do wonder, like, especially because of its limited purchasability through online store only, like, do do they normally have global shipping? Because a part of me is like, they should obviously have global shipping, but the thing is, it's like, I feel there's so many stuff where you just hear online and it's just like, nope, you have to be within the country to be able to buy it. So it's like, well, tough luck. I mean, I'm sure it'll probably go on resale in eBay or stuff like that. But obviously, unfortunately, those prices might go up. But yeah, like, for anyone who's getting that, good luck to you. They said limited stock, so, check it while you can. And, if the first 5 properties aren't what you are looking for, then, hopefully a property in the future gets added there. Because I'm like trying to think. I mean, Pokemon would honestly work. Like, I'm trying to think. Because it's like, the easiest answer for when you shuffle in bed would be like a monster cry. But my mind was like thinking, what singular Pokemon should the monster cry be? But then I was like, no, wait. They should literally just cycle through all of the monster cries in Pokemon existence per shuffle. And I'm like, it's unique. It makes sense. They're short sound bites. And when if the longer you take getting up, switch it over to battle theme. Like, it makes perfect sense. So yeah, hopefully they do add like a Pokemon there. I think that's actually the first one where I'm like, no, yeah, the concept's there. And then, for the good night part, just have a slow version of the Pokemon Center's theme. Easy. But yeah, just like some weird Nintendo product, which again, I feel it's probably gonna sell a lot. And yeah, like, if it interests you, go ahead and get it. I probably won't, but, if ever, like, I somehow get to a house that does have it, I'm gonna mess with it. I know that for sure. Sorry, getting some sniffles. But yeah, I mean, I'd say that's mostly it, because it's like, since last Tuesday, or not last Tuesday, since 2 days ago, not much has really happened. I mean, like, the stuff still happening now is, I guess, technically the one that's tomorrow, aka Metaphor releasing, but I already did talk about that. So, doesn't make sense to reiterate that again, especially since it's not out and I'm probably not buying it yet. But I guess maybe in that vein, probably more of like a reminder to myself and also like kind of like saying it here also. Like I think after I finish, or I feel like I did say this before, but after I finish these 3 RPGs I'm playing, like I think I'm gonna take a break from streaming RPGs for a while. Maybe stick to some shorter form games because, like, look, I think it's good for me to be committed to finishing these, but at the same time, like, these are way too long. So, as much as I would like to play Metaphor on stream, like, for my own sanity, and probably even for you guys' sanity, maybe I shouldn't play something that's over 100 hours on stream. Especially when I only stream, like, 3 hours to 4 hours per stream, where arguably game progress is 2 hours. Like, the math is there, but it's a long math. But yeah, with that said though, I do feel we should probably get started with continuing Disco Elysium, which, if I am remembering from last time, we... Wait, let me just see the load. Yeah, that should be it. We finally got our first person to talk to, which actually is someone to interrogate regarding what happened here with the murder case. It feels like it's been forever, and we are finally getting information from someone who, if I recall, she is like a spy or something. So she was reluctant to tell us stuff because, you know, if we report her, then they'll definitely capture her and stuff like that. But at the same time, in my mind, like, for someone who openly said that she doesn't want to say these things because, you know, if we, you know, bring her in, we'll probably get her killed. She gave us a lot of info relatively quickly, which feels a little bit suspicious in a way, because it's like, you I mean, I get it, we're police, but if it's about fearing for your life, like, if you ran for this long, like, what are 2 cops in clearly a place that has been neglected by the police going to do if they don't, like, cuff you and stuff like that? Like, you know, it feels like things don't match, which at first I was like, you know, maybe she's being truthful, but then there was like, I forget which one. Like, I forget if it was volition or it's one of these stats where literally, like, apparently it's literally saying every other stat has been compromised by her. Like, they are falling for her lies, and then they're the only, and then like the one stat which I think might be volition is like, wake the fuck up, guys, you're being deceived. And I'm like, really? Because honestly, some of the points it made were like maybe felt a little bit aggressive, but at the same time, it's like, maybe that's what it takes, you know, to be a police. So, like, because I did, because we could leave her at this point already. But there is this one where it says that, you know, we realize that our skill set, aka every other stat here, is being manipulated, and that mentioning of like lied about making the call, which I still didn't fully understand what it meant like by that, because she's saying that she called us after the person she was with got shot, and then that's how we got here to see the dead body and stuff. But Volition, or I think it was Volition, was saying like she's lying about that, which I guess didn't click to me last time, but now I'm like, if the thought is that if the premise is that everything she's been saying is a lie, then of course the call would also be a lie because it's just one thing among the whole. But I think that's why I got like didn't understand last time, because I'm just like, what do you mean it's a lie? There was nothing to like say that it was a lie or anything. Because I was like, oh, maybe she gave information that was contradictory or something like that. But no, because in terms of the information she gave, it felt like they all fit. But I think it's the idea that it all conveniently fits because she is potentially framing the sequence of events to make sense that she is the one that made the call. So, it's not that the call is the lie, it's that the entire sequence of events itself could be the lie. And I think that's what Volition was trying to get at. But it does say we need drama, which we do have quite a lot of stuff to help us with that, so it's time to dress very very seductively in front of her all of a sudden. Like, where are you? Where's the mesh one? Your drama, your drama, your drama. Like, look, we have so... Oh my... Like, we look fabulous.
Officer.
Like,
It's
look.
a fine day for questions.
Getting drama up to 92%. Right, we should bring this back. Even though it is not a 50-50, it's more of a reminder to keep track of that. But, yeah, we should do this 92% and see if Volition is actually right about this. Maybe?
But we are awake, sire. She has been forthcoming.
What?
The details women usually conceal. Most shocking
Huh?
details of the sexual kind. We are a bulwark, unbreached.
What do you mean I failed a 92%? Did I literally rolled a double one? Like, I already failed an 82% last time. How am I failing 92%? I'm baffled by this. I didn't only roll a nat 1. I rolled a double nat 1. Am I gonna die today? Like, is this a bad omen? Like, holy... Or is it the opposite? Should I buy a lottery ticket? Like, if I was this astonishingly unlucky, am I going to be get astonishingly lucky in something else?
You've been breached, bulwark. You've been breached like 1,000 times now.
You get struck by lightning? I'm in a house. I'm in a building. But honestly, I'm not discounting it.
So you say, but give us one example of deceit. Just one example.
Just approach. Could the lurid explicitness conceal something less sensational but more illegal? I remember doubting she made the call she said she made. Yeah, like, I guess this is the one that, like, he said he was astonished, but, like, what? What is this line? 92% and I failed?
There iseth no doubt. The lady could not bear the sight of her lover splayed and disfigured. A horrible story. Your paranoia is unflattering. She has been nothing but forthcoming, and you're staring mutely into her face like a donkey. It looks like this one's not waking up. You'll have to do it without pushing her further. At least for now.
Put skill points in drama to open this white check. I can't believe I need to drop a stat into it so I can do this again. Like, what the hell? I mean, I'm kind of happy that it isn't a red check, but what the fuck?
Officer. It's a fine day for questions.
97! You can't fail me! And I hope I'm not jinxing it, but you can't fail me on a 97%. The fact that it's not 100% scares me. Is there anything to bump up my drama more to make it 100%? Is there anything I can do to make it 100%? You got me paranoid. The hell? Drama. That's minus drama. No, drama. No. Oh, but it's the jacket, which we already have a drama one.
Officer.
Wait, I need to fix the zoom. There we go. Yeah, it kind of messes up the zoom sometimes.
Officer. It's a fine day for
Please
questions.
don't make me fail. 97%.
Who? What? Dear Lord.
I'm not gonna lie.
You've been lied to.
If this
Killed
check
her lover
failed,
and lied to everyone.
I would have ended stream.
Most
Like,
fair
I'm not
just
kidding.
attempt.
If this
She's
failed
seen
also,
everything
I would have
this.
just pressed stop streaming and just ended it right there. Like, fuck this game. This is so unnecessary. What the Am I the unluckiest Disco Elysium player? Like, has someone else ever failed 92% chance? Now let's see if this was worth it.
She probably didn't give you her real name either. Why would she? Arrest her immediately before she further entangles you in her web of lies.
Yes, you made a fool of myself, made me like fear for my life in this cosmic realm I am in due to the whims of fate. Like, girl, you better tell me everything, you bitch.
Take it easy. Don't overcompensate with this course correction. Ask questions first. See?
Ask questions first. And it's like, devil woman. I guess it's like, ask questions first? I mean, let's start with the one that it kept bringing up a while ago. The fact that... No, actually, the first one you said was the whole... No. That ask questions first. So, yeah, let's ask the question, why have we not arrested her
There may be
yet?
grounds here, at least for an extended detention.
A little whimper. The young woman hears you. She's looking around.
Okay, so we're starting to make her worried, like, you didn't make the call, did you?
I did. What is this? I called your desk or whatever it is. The numbers are all over town. Call 8-100-2 for emergencies. There was an older woman on the other end. It sounded like she was smoking. She took my complaint. She coughed.
Why would you remember that she coughed?
That is the emergencies desk number.
Like, that's an unnecessarily specific detail to remember.
Anyone could know that, sire, by looking around and calling the desk. I don't believe a single word she says.
It's funny now how, like, all of the emotions were like, she can't be lying. She was so truthful. Now it's like, burn her! Burn the witch! The words are coming from her mouth are just spells to bewitch you.
What time did you make the call?
Thursday night. It was late, sometime after 12.
It checks out.
Anyone can know the number, and that someone cuffed. It means nothing.
But I know the time of the call too. I know I have not been 100% truthful with you officers, but I am now.
Why is she so angry then, if she's so sorry?
No, yeah. So we just gotta get her agitated. Someone who's agitated might say things they don't intend to say. So yes, I know you didn't make the call.
I did.
Her little fists tremble.
Very good, sire. She will never admit to it, but we can see that she didn't.
And your real name isn't Classy Amando. Like, I mean, I kind of like joked about that last time. It's like, what a classy name you have. But now, if anything, that sounds so fake.
I agree. You wouldn't give us your real name, not when people are after you.
Okay.
Her voice suddenly cracks, like there's a garrote around her neck. All out of lies. Now, be aggressive.
Okay. Yes. It's not. It's not my name.
You admit to it.
You log your work every week. It's all transmitted to Common, sir. I couldn't just beg you not to enter my name. So I lied.
Yes, that makes a lot more sense, especially with you saying if we get your real name and you're caught, you'd literally die.
Like I lied before. Like I did at LCSB. I have to lie all the time. I'm so tired of it.
All the time, including everything you told us, potentially? Was the passport bullshit too? That passport you keep hidden?
No. It's submerged in a plastic buoy on the coast, in the reeds.
Ooh.
It just doesn't say Clausia Amandu. It says Anouk Mea Smith.
I wonder if we can actually get this passport. Because I'm thinking about the... near the bunker place. The one that we couldn't open.
Falsified documents?
Passport and visa. Given to me by my employer. I can't even use them. My employer probably leaked the name, Maya Smith, to hurt me.
Like your Mayor Smith is your employer? Oh, her name. Sorry, I'm like... It doesn't say Classy Amando. It says Anouk Mayor Smith. Ah.
Why would they do that?
I didn't show up to a rendezvous. They don't take that lightly. I didn't show up because I was afraid they'd do something to me. The job was finished. I'm just a liability now.
So she's been running since the end of that job.
She fears an arrest right here and now. This has been an awful turn of events for her.
Where is this buoy?
West of the boardwalk, in the reeds, on the coast there. I put it there when I first arrived. Haven't been there since. I'm not sure I could even find it now.
Maybe we can find it.
It's useless.
Yeah, we have to check this buoy.
The lieutenant makes a note of it.
You're welcome to it. It's in the reeds northwest of here, past a broken sewage pipe, right near the waterline.
Past the broken sewage pipe. Wait, so near the walkway? Okay. Tell me your real name, though.
It's Katarzyna Lazie.
Wait, Katarzyna? Not Katarzine? Alazie? The smile on her face is timid, almost painfully so. I'll just call him it. No, I mean, we gotta be, like, direct. If anything, being direct is showing that we're taking the info, but, you know, we're reminding her. So this is what we should be calling you, person, giving us the truth now, right?
She nods. Her round eyes meet yours. They seem moist from the wind on the roof. She nods, her back straight, ready for whatever is next.
Devil woman! How dare you make me fail a 92% roll? If anything, I probably should have taken morale damage, but I didn't in the game. But I did in real life.
What?
It's like, what?
Her hand trembles. She's only pretending she didn't hear you say, devil woman.
Okay, that's pretty funny. Like, you kind of just, like, whispered it under your breath. That's so funny. What if you're under arrest? Yeah, what if I did say that?
But I haven't done anything. Anything illegal.
She backs up against the railing with a forced smile on her face. Okay, maybe don't push her too much that she would actually rather just end it herself.
Failure to aid a police investigation.
Okay, thank you, other faculties, for now actually contributing.
Fucking mind games. Enough. That's right, gang. Stern and merciless now. Stern and merciless as we reel her in.
Yeah, probably this one because we are dealing with an investigation, which is the whole point we're here.
The lieutenant produces a pair of handcuffs.
Ooh, he does put it out there.
Please, no.
But there's nowhere to go. A two-story drop to the Plaza Mosaic. If she could, she would have run before. Fragile, unshielded. Her voice is thin and tired.
She's vulnerable. Push her. Wait, no.
I think I know who did it. Who shot Lely. I can tell you. I can help you.
Oh.
She knows something.
No, this is dumb. Or, I mean, you could say, like, she's getting desperate, so she might make shit up. But at the same time, it's like, under these 10 scenarios, you know, again, maybe she's not being aware of what she's saying anymore.
She's silent for a second, as if looking into herself for certainty. Then, in a hushed voice,
And it could be a true,
she
it could be
says,
false, but, like, information is still information.
gearing up for this betrayal is hard for her.
Ruby.
Ruby. I recall she mentioned that she was the one that helped her get her composure back after Lely got shot and helped her make the call. Who is the Hardy girl, I think? So she's the one who shot him? I mean, it doesn't make sense if she helped him, but that only makes sense if, again, that sequence of events she gave in the first place was right. And why do you think she did it?
She has this thing for me. Ever since I met her and the boys downstairs. She's been pretty frank about what she wants.
You to join them?
What she's saying is sex.
Okay, electrochemistry, maybe you're still compromised here. Like, maybe let's not immediately go to that. It could be like professional, it could be other stuff. If she said it herself, then fine, you know, we can't belay the truth, but like, look, everyone else has got their act together. Here you're still on horny thoughts. Like, stop.
Sex.
God.
And more. I made the
Come
mistake of
on.
confiding in her. I told her I was on the run. She started protecting me. It became an unhealthy relationship.
Look, it's like an espionage. Someone who does spy stuff. Like, you already have like 7 hardy boys that are like, you know, the physical work. Maybe actually having someone who can do brain stuff would be a good fit for your gang. So my mind went there, but okay, fine, it's sex.
When I started spending time with Lely, she told me to end it. Said there would be shit if I didn't. It was not a good meeting. We stopped talking after that, but
I don't understand. What exactly in your relationship made you think she is romantically interested in you?
Yeah. See? Thank you, Kim. You are siding with my way of thinking. Like, it's not just about that. Maybe it's about her espionage skills.
she said she's in love with me.
Oh, god damn it.
She even asked me to run away with her when I told her I'm a fugitive. She started developing notions about our relationship.
Like, due to her backstory, it is someone that she could have, in a way, control over due to her connections and power.
And you let her on?
A little. I was flattered, you know? But then I had to let her off, and it was not easy. I came to regret being friendly with her. We maybe kissed, nothing more.
So, let's side with her for a little bit and see what else she says.
This is just an assumption.
I know
That's
what it
fine,
sounds
Kim.
like.
Yes, we can assume it.
That's why I didn't want to tell you before. But she knew what had happened when I came downstairs.
Oh, so she's not the one who directly shot, but ordered someone to shoot? One of the Hardy Boys? But no. I mean, I guess it could, but the vibe I got from the Hardy Boys is that they actually wouldn't kill someone. Like, they talk it, but I kind of got the vibe that they don't actually do it though. Though I guess technically that guy was packing a gun in the downstairs a while ago. So, okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they do have the guts to do it.
Somehow, she knew Leslie was dead. She wasn't surprised at all. When we came up here, she was calm as a stone, too. She cleaned it all up like she had a plan.
Like the replacement glass got there a little bit too quickly, kind of vibe.
That is a little strange. People don't usually keep things together under stress like that.
When Rui said there would be shit happening if you didn't end your relationship with the deceased, was she threatening you?
She came over one night,
Excuse me.
drunk, said she'd turn my life into a living hell. I've been threatened before, so I can tell when someone knows how to do it. And she's a pro. She must be. To keep the Hardys in line.
Excuse me.
I tried severing ties with her after that. I thought it had worked, but
Some of that fear is still with her. She exhales sharp.
Yeah, because we haven't seen Ruby this entire time. Like, for all we know, she could be, like, watching from another building right now.
What are you talking about? She's afraid you'll arrest her.
And how could she have killed him?
she could have had access to the roof. You've noticed that door there, right? Maybe it leads downstairs. She could have come to the roof through that, then taken the shot right here, where I stand. It was dark outside. I
No.
wouldn't have seen her.
No, that doesn't make sense because I recall she said the gunshot wasn't that loud. And if it was a sniper shot or any gun that was, any gun at all, even silenced, it still would have made a lot of noise if they were that near.
Then slipped back downstairs without anyone noticing. That is possible.
Yeah, but again, that's just based on my memory of that doesn't line up.
Interesting theory. Did she know that door exists? Had you been out there with her?
Yes, of course. She's been up here many times, jacking private stations off the ring antenna. She used to come here to drink on the roof with me, before it got weird.
Maybe, okay, so now we have incentive to actually open this door.
Okay, and what? Arrest the liar now. Why? She told us some pretty interesting things there.
Okay, someone who's playing middle ground a little bit. Although I do like how you're the one that was like, sex! Also, to be fair, you are electrochemistry, so I can't really blame you. Also, speaking of getting rid of people. Bye!
Don't arrest her. Push her a bit more, but then let her off. That Ruby theory was solid. And she's beautiful.
Authority? You're slipping here, you're slipping. I mean, I like the first part, but the fact that you added that thing at the end, you're slipping.
She's stuck here. She's already in prison. Look around. She's only trying to help you.
Hello, Astronomy. I was about to say astronomy, but that is not your name. Hello, Astronomy. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. Hope you've been having a good day. If you weren't here a while ago, we were currently interrogating Miss... She's not named Classy. Her name is Russian. I forgot. It's long. We failed a 92% check a while ago. So, yeah, stream was not doing well at the start, but here we are. But yeah, hope you've been having a good day, not failing a 92% check. Yeah, hello. I mean, of course, just with anyone who stops by with whatever game I'm normally playing. Have you personally played Disco Elysium?
Her.
Also, who?
Stop letting her distract you.
I'm a little bit worried about this because it's like I do want to apply pressure, but I don't know if this is the kind of choice that is like apply pressure, but then you have the option to back off anymore. Because this one says back off completely. This one only says step a little bit closer. I have, and I would also fail 90 plus checks all the time. I see, we are kindred spirits. Because yeah, literally as you can see, I wore the pure drama outfit, and I failed the 92% chance. And it terrified me that I was gonna fail the 97% chance after upgrading drama after that. But I mean, this was definitely worth checking back on, or rather, having a go with using a skill stat, because this is good info. Authority, don't arrest her, push her a bit more, but then let her off. See, it's like, push her a bit more, then let her off. Which is aligning me to do this, to like, that's the little bit. See, it says that just in case. Then she'll plead something, then we'll back off. I am banking on that being the flow that this is trying to say.
Still? After all this, sir, please. It's a shitty world, and I know I'm shitty too. I know.
Hmm? Her hands turn into a fist, slowly, crushing the cigarette she's holding.
But I don't deserve to be sent to the moral intern and ground into paste just because I disturbed the sanctity of accounting. That's some multinational.
She's gearing up for a last stand. This is it.
What do you deserve then?
I don't know. To spend my days with smoke, drink, and dance, wallowing in shit. Just like everyone else.
Okay, let's just see if there's any other info, maybe like hearing her case, I
You
guess.
have those station calls, right? Where I have to show up at the station or I'll become a fugitive. You can write me one. You don't have to take me in right now. I promise I won't go out anymore at night. I'll be right here. I know you can do that. Just let me come in on my own. In 2 months, or maybe even 1 month. That's all I need.
You do have the form.
He looks at my ledger. The one that is thrown in the toilet. We should really... I'm actually surprised that we didn't have the option to like request a new one when we called the station. I'm like... Or, you know, maybe give us an option to clean it or something at least.
That's it. I'm calling it. Kim is beyond compromise.
How dare you, Volition! If we can down ourselves, but you're downing Kim? Hell nah.
Definitely, sire.
Shut up, you two, drama. We're going down this rabbit hole, so let's keep going.
Everything could change. This city, the extradition rules, the people after me could be in jail. Or maybe Ravishal.
Or us being done with this case.
There is desperation there, in that silence. A cornered animal looking for a way out.
Maybe Ravishal could be free. I could be tried in a free Ravishal. An independent state that doesn't hand its detainees over to the moral intern.
Yeah, because like, there's the police, but like, from what I recall, they said the moral intern is like even above the police. So I guess like the moral intern is like the ultimate governing police. Maybe not police force, but I guess authority. And maybe, I don't know, the continent or the country, whatever. Whichever one of those. So it's like, yeah, like the whole being free. Like what, Singapore getting away from Malaysia? Kind of free?
I find that hard to believe, miss.
Let's just agree with Kim. Our brain is disagreeing with him, but our words will not.
Don't. The world can change. It has changed before.
She looks at you, frozen to her spot.
That's not the answer she was hoping for. Thought that you were some kind of patriot or communard, did she?
Independence.
This was her last card. There is nothing more she can say. The final decision is yours. You alone. stand on the throne of your mind.
Yeah, like as much as we have these other voices giving us decisions, we do need to make the final
She looks at you
decision.
in silence, her face filled with fear, lips parted. Wait. If you arrest her, Kim will have to transport her. You'd be without your partner for the rest of the day.
Okay. That's terrible! Wait! Logic, you're right, that's terrible!
Shut up. He's making a decision. And it's his time.
I love how Logic is like, look, I don't want to be away from Kim! I feel you, Logic, I feel you. Ah. Man, like, I was already like someone in the previous stream where she was like, oh, she gave us the info, she's being truthful, and then now I'm hearing it's all a lie. But again, she obviously did because she would have been killed. But now she gave us potentially the truth. We still can't say. So part of me is like, this is kind of like the middling answer, which I'm kind of leaning to. But maybe that's just because I'm an indecisive bitch. It's like, because I don't feel right arresting her. I mean, like, with just how she was, like, displaying herself after we revealed all of this stuff, like, I think it's hard to say that at that point she's lying. Like, she did everything she felt to make us sway a decision. But then again, like, that's the whole point, to sway the decision to help us decide to not arrest her. Oh, man, I hate being a police. I mean, I should give her what she, in a way, requested. Things could change in a few months, so... Like, but... that if things don't change, though... Like, she could actually get found out if the thing she did was as bad as it was. It's not like we're gonna get more information from her at this point, I feel. Because if we, like, we take her to the station, we're not even the ones gonna be able to question her. That information isn't gonna get to us in time for this case anyway. So if anything, the things that she'll be tried for are stuff that aren't even involved here. And ultimately, it doesn't really change what happened then. So, like, I mean, I guess you could say, like, it's justice also for those that were affected by it, but at the same time, like, that would be more self-satisfaction justice more than, like, anything. Because, I mean, again, it's like the whole, oh, she'd do the time, but I guess that's also under the assumption that she'll get killed, but that's if we're accepting the idea that she will get killed. But then again, with how things are, with murder going around, this place is, like, kind of a little bit unlawful. I kind of believe that there are people after her. Given how I see the state of the world, I can't. Like, I do actually believe people will go after her at this rate. But would she not have been found out already at this point? I guess there's also that aspect. Yes, this part is indeed tricky because, it's kind of like moral conundrum, but like also, what do you determine to like be within rightful doing in terms of like the law versus morality versus like potential things that could happen. Like, I mean, that's what, I mean, it's never, if anything, it's not supposed to be an easy decision. Like, that's the point. No one is ever certain for what, you know, is going to happen in the future. You just need to live with your choices. And me saying that out loud, personally, I'd rather live with the choice that someone will potentially not die, even though they might have done some bad, but like, you know, it's still a life. I'm gonna choose not arrest her at this point.
I won't, sir.
I don't think there's. I mean, it does make me feel good to choose that, but like, you know, that's all I can really stick by. The feeling of it. Because I doubt I'm gonna ever really get resolution on this. Like, you know, was there ever truly a right choice? Will you ever know that you chose a right choice? I mean, you know, there's never. I mean, it's not everything has a right choice. There are just choices, and I guess that's the one I'm making. So she hopefully gets to live. Hopefully helped us have another direction in this case, and hopefully does not mess other people's lives. That's all I can hope for.
She nods, then nervously pulls on her cigarette.
Okay, this is just
Okay.
recaps. Okay, I think that's it. Drama 97% was accurate.
She slowly lights another cigarette and steadies her breath. as
It's
if
like at
in
this
the
point, can you
presence
give
of
me
some
that sig?
tiger. You are. This is not the end of this.
What do you mean this is not the end of this? Also, shivers godly. Look up to the gray sky. I'm actually surprised this isn't the drama choice, but our shivers is garbage right now. It's a 3. I guess we don't really need to ask about this anymore. Okay, let's switch back to what we had before, which was, I believe it was composure at the time, and conceptualization, I think? Actually, no, I need half-light. I mean physical instrument. Where is my physical instrument shirt that does not minus anything? I thought I had another one also. Wow, fancy. Okay, I mean, well, we sort of have a lead, so it's with Ruby. Make tight. Oh, right. We can talk to the Hardy Boys about Ruby. Question classy about Deadman. Oh, we didn't. I guess we should ask her about it. Ask a little later, when she has collected herself. I mean, I don't think she's gonna be as more collected than now when we did not arrest her. And inspect Classy's buoy. But first,
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight.
it's a white check. Physical instrument. It's at 8%. This ain't happening. Like, I'm actually can we? I know it says kick, but can we equip a crowbar?
The same small, heavy door.
It does not help us. Unfortunate. I thought it would. +1 physique isn't gonna drastically change stuff, but definitely something to consider in the future. But let us ask
Officer.
this one, if
it's a
since it
fine
is
day for
part of it.
questions.
Like, for example, his name?
Actually, officer, I didn't know his name. I just called him Lely.
A nickname?
I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that. And it was his army name, apparently. He said his real name wasn't his. I tried to pry it out of him, but it was no use.
Lelystad. That's a good start.
Lieutenant writes it down in his
We have a
notebook.
few questions you can help us with. A few things a field autopsy alone can't answer.
The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page the lieutenant passed to you. On it is a list of
Oh,
autopsy
right, our
observations
list.
recorded neatly
Especially
in blue ink,
including the bullet hole that we found.
the last missing pieces of a puzzle of flesh.
Where's Lelystad first?
In Oranje, officer. It's, I think municipality is the term. A nowhere town there.
Oranje? Oranje's map of waterways? This fits with his tattoo.
Thank you, reaction speed.
You were almost right, officer. That means his race was occidental, not mondial. I'll update the form.
Yes. We were compatriots.
Did that bring you together?
Wait, I wonder, like... Well, I mean, never mind. I was gonna be like, does that fit in after she's told us her real name? Which, to be fair, my mind just says Russia, but I'm like, I don't think Russia exists in this world. So, never mind. Let's just stick with that being true.
No. He was too old for that. And from another part of Oranjenrijk. I didn't even understand his accent. What brought us together wasn't Oranje. It was bad habits.
How old was he?
He was 42.
42? Are you sure? I would have had him above 50.
He had many scars that made him appear older. But no,
The memory makes her smile.
we even celebrated his birthday like some weeks ago. It was a funny 2 days. He had little reason to lie to me.
We were slightly off then. Thank you for clearing it up.
The lieutenant makes a correction in his notes.
A miss.
No, shush you.
The adversary one.
Look, we got close enough. His eye collar.
Blue. Light blue. They were like little blue galaxies, you know? It was strange, seeing those eyes in his fucked up face.
Wow, so romantic.
Pardon the swearing. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And he had a beautiful, soft voice. Very surprising, what with all the scarring. It was quite something, watching him speak.
That feels so contrary to the recording we heard of him that we got from the Hardy Boys. Although, to be fair, I think he was drunk at that scenario. So he probably was not speaking like socially there anyway.
He had a combat wound on his chin and mouth.
Yes. Severe. It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile. That and those eyes.
Was cracking away in some strange smile? You mean like our strange smile? Or is ours worse? Please don't tell us ours is worse. We even shaved, so I hope it got better.
Ah, yes. His hair, if you can remember.
It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made oily. Not nice to stroke. I couldn't convince him to leave it alone.
What is this choice? I mean, let's say it.
Oily, isn't it?
She says,
We have that in
unfazed.
common now.
She understands what autopsies entail. It doesn't get her off balance.
Oh, okay, fine. Guess it's normal to touch people, I guess. He had that too. What did it mean?
Oh, that.
It was an Arnie's map of waterways?
Sure, waterways. It was mostly for showing off to chicks, though.
Like, you know your way around the nooks and crannies of, like, places? Okay, maybe that's a stretch.
How? Imagine him lying in bed. Freakish musculature laid out on the sheets. Scarred, of course. Tattooed. The sheets are dirty for some reason. He's smoking and drinking, of course. And his chest and shoulders and arms are studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them. maybe even thousands.
I was like, first, okay, then it's like a kid's room? Like, yeah, it's like a kid's room where they're probably having like a wallpaper full of stars.
And the woman goes like, "What was this, baby?" And he says, "That was too hardcore. Don't ask me about that." So she goes, "Okay, but what's this, baby?" And he's like, "Saw some bat shit there. Killed some loincloths." And so it goes. Star after star, port after port, third world country after third world country. And he's done horrible things in every single one of them.
I've always like wondered, because tattoos, like I saw the process of how someone actually gets a tattoo, and it actually like terrifies me, like how it might feel, because I think it was like those people who make the videos of like things with their super high speed camera that can like move things at like literally uh I forget the way you word it, but like millions and millions of a second, like if 1 second was, if a millisecond was broken up into like 1,000 frames or something like that, and it just shows like tattooing is like literally it's a needle that quickly jabs, puts in the ink, comes back out, and then loops that, but literally at the speed of like stabbing you hundreds of times within like just a few seconds, like like it's so freaky. I didn't need to know that it looked that way. Yeah, so I know it's just ink, but I'm like, does it feel different? Like, you know how like sometimes on paper, if you put a little bit, like how, I'm trying to give an example, which we probably all did before, where you'd like get so absorbed taking, burning time while you're in the middle of school, so you just keep drawing like a circle and then filling that circle over and over and over and over again with your pen. And then, if you run over your finger over the paper, but then over the ink, it feels a little bit different. Like, I always wondered if, like, tattoos have that, like, feeling also. Or if you don't actually feel them. Because, like you said, they are embedded in your skin and they are staying there. So I'm going to assume they affect the texture of your skin. Though it actually does sound weird to me that they stay there permanently, because like, aren't we told that like old skin cells like leave our body and die, like they flake off, obviously in such a microscopic scale that we don't see it happening, but like over the span of years, doesn't that mean the skin cells that did have the ink would have slowly like left the body? Obviously not like after days, but like after years? Which is why I never like fully like understood that tattoos were permanent, because like maybe maybe if people lived long enough, like not just 100 years, it would like fade over time, but we don't live that long, so we never really actually see it. I think it hurts a bit the first few minutes, and then towards the end if it's a super long session. True, like maybe there's a point that like you just accept the situation. Like you all of a sudden got used to the sensation, which is a little bit scary in its own right. I think it's because it goes beneath the first layer of your skin or something, and that's why it stays. I guess that's true, because in my mind it's like like my mind imagines skin being made as like, there's the layer of skin that's the outermost layer, and then obviously there's the layer of skin below that. And then that layer of skin that's below gets pushed upwards, and then, the skin that was above it is the one that, dissolves. And then, rinse and repeat that sequence until where the layer where the ink was would eventually get to the top, and then it dissolves. Which again, maybe that does happen if we were to live for a longer than our typical human lifespan. Which is why people say it's permanent, because by human standards, I guess it is permanent because, that's the span of your life. But yeah, I actually wonder, like, would it disappear if we just actually did long enough?
Oh, yeah.
Can you tell us precisely what these mean? Hands her the photo. Ooh, right, we need someone to explain us the photo.
No, thank you.
Oh,
I've seen enough of him dead. I can tell you what they meant without looking at them.
okay, I mean, that works.
Go on.
He was a blue-eyed boy with
I mean,
thick
I know I
eyes.
will never
small
get a
town.
tattoo.
He was also poor, and the government of Oranje needed some people killed, so they turned him into a grotesque killer. For money. He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people on the Seminine Islands. And on other islands, too. All of the islands. After this, he came to Revachol and got killed himself.
Thank you for clearing that up. Also, yay, we finished the quest, I think.
Change of topic, perhaps?
We ordered a toxicology report. Any idea what that will show us?
A real rainbow splattering of pharmaceuticals, I bet. Barbiturates, amphetamine, sildenafil. How much does the toxicology report cost the police of Revachol? I can do it for half of that. Save you some money, make some myself.
It's quite expensive, miss. But we'll manage without your help for now.
I mean, if anything, if you need a job, you could join us. I think we're finished with this line of questioning. Hand Lieutenant back his notes.
Alright.
Yay!
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee.
Obviously can't do that yet, so... Oh, what's this?
Wait, stop. That man, bloated beyond all recognition, was 42?
It's what she said, yes?
Below the damage, the weeks of decomposition, all the swollen indignity of mortality. He was 42 years old?
Go on.
How old are you?
Huh?
That's where this is going. 45,000 liters of raw alcohol has left its disfigurements. What lies beneath, you wonder?
Right, that wasn't on our badge. It's not like it would have our birth year on it.
You could ask either one of them.
I got this. My age, I think No, Kim has never led us astray. Kim, please say we're young.
Huh?
How old do I look?
How old?
Oh,
48.
oh God. Oh my God, that's really old.
You asked.
I mean, I guess. I don't know what I was expecting, but like, damn. Even after we shaved? We were both wrong about this. Maybe you're like me. I'm bad at telling a person's age. Like, literally, if I see someone, I'm gonna be like, you're younger than me. And they're like, no. I'm like, no, God damn it.
42. And he was deceased. He had been decomposing for a week.
The ravages of Al Ghul are nearly as extreme as that of itself, Lieutenant Kitsuragi.
There's silence. Then a little more.
Oh God, please don't do this to me.
Here it comes. Mercy.
Sure, you're 42. Let's go.
Wait. This requires scientific measurements.
We must know. Sure, go ahead, visual calculus. Wait, aren't we horrible at visual calculus? Visual calculus, you're on a 3. Good luck.
To the laboratorium.
Oh. Thought gain. Date of birth generator? I thought you were gonna like do it smartly, but you're making it a thought process? Your face feels like it's 58 and your body feels like it's 60. Your mind feels like it's both lived for 1 day or 100, both longer than they ought to be. The day and the century. But for how long then has this thing attached to your sentient walk the planet's crust? Time to start racking those brain of yours, Elder One. When and where were you born? A very interesting one to have, that's for sure. How close are we to leveling up? We are 20 points away, which maybe we might get after talking with the guy about Ruby. Which I guess, to be fair, maybe we should get some authority on us. Like, there was something I had equipped that gave me authority, I believe. Like, I'm forgetting the coat we had before this. The boosts are giving us authority already. That's good. Okay, was there anything else that really gave us authority? Potentially. Empathy, half-light, composure, authority. No authority. This is minus authority, never mind. Okay, never mind. I will make do regardless.
The
Anything
same
changed here?
small, heavy
Nothing.
door.
8%. Okay, wait.
The same small, heavy door.
No,
No
it's...
lock
I was gonna be like,
inside.
it's a white check. I can redo it anyway. But I'm like, no. Not necessarily. White checks are only reset either if you upgrade a stat or if something happens in the world. And I can't guarantee something happening in the world to make me retry this. But at the same time, I did fail at 92%, which means you know, the vice versa could happen. That I could pass an 8%. Like, right? Also, I'm sorry to keep doing this, but like, look, when stats are in play, I gotta be dressed for the part. And who knows? Maybe kicking the door once will like weaken it or something for like a future attempt. Actually, wait. Before we do that, maybe we can ask Garth about it. Garth might know about that door. Now that I think about it.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it.
Wait. Oh, that I need to click this. I'll do that visual calculus check in a little bit. But yeah, let's see if Garth has anything to say about the door on the roof.
Hey, was there something you needed?
Oh, damn it. Okay, fine. There's nothing. Because it could lead to this door. Because we don't know what this door is all about. Actually, just out of curiosity, what happens if I do click it again?
You see a heavy steel.
Nope, nothing. You. Do you know anything about the roof door?
The man ponders his.
Never mind. Okay. I'm just quick saving, even though I don't really reload what happens. I mean, look, if I did reload what normally happens, I would have reloaded the 92% fail, but I didn't.
It's you again. What is it?
Okay, can you tell us about Ruby? I mean, he was already open with us about stuff, but Ruby might be a harder topic. Like, I could see him getting way defensive about this one.
Why?
I'm gonna just say this one. Like, look. She's the next link. You tell us where she is.
Sounds like you're making her a suspect in this. Not on my watch, you're
Look,
not.
everyone's a suspect at this point. We're gonna ask everyone.
Ruby's one of us. We're not gonna throw her under your moral intern steamroller. Fuck that shit.
And fuck you too, moral
Look, we didn't even arrest her on up there. Like,
Ruby is missing.
give us the
If
benefit
you
of
hide
doubt.
from the police in a murder investigation, you become a suspect. You know how it works, guys.
That's nothing. That's just legalese. You don't even have a sound theory. I don't want to be rude, but we're trying to get some R&R here. Think you could fuck off now?
I think we'll keep sticking around, Titus. You'll be surprised at how quickly a theory presents itself if you keep looking.
Maybe that's where the door could help.
From the corner of your eye, you see a little bird fly into the bush, right behind the window, behind Titus's back.
Is it time? This thing said, like, the interact with this was like, it's not time yet. Is it time? Saw the winch outside, staged like a play, found antique rifle, classy gave motive, Ruby is a drug trader established. Is it time?
Behind the dock workers, a ceiling height window. The
There
hawthorn
we
branches scrape the
go.
glass like burning
Is-
fingers.
Please don't fail a 97%. Please don't. Also, I like how a bird flew by. Wing beats. It's like, damn, even nature's got my back. You've been here a really long time. Really, you've been here for ages. Mysterious door scene. Ooh.
There's a yellow ribbon tied to one of the branches. Faded with time.
I
A
rolled
tiny splash of
a
colour
1
in
and
the
a
richness
2.
of the thicket, hanging from it, a bronze key.
I actually almost failed a 97%. Game, you can't keep giving me close calls like this. You're gonna give me a heart attack. Like, you're making me think I'm gonna die today. Almost a fail. Yeah, exactly. Like, the hell, game. Go easy on me. Look, I'm playing you again, aren't I?
It's close enough to the latch up there. One can slide it open and just take it. Surely not a coincidence.
Someone's hid a key in the bush.
Huh?
Yeah, let's click on it. No, actually... yes, I know you have it. Just give it to me, please.
I'm not your janitor, cop. I don't even know what you're talking about. There's nothing there.
If he says it's there, it's there.
Hey, Kim's got my back, that's for sure. I need you guys to hand me the key.
And I need the fatty to get his feet amputated because the smell is killing me. We can't always get what we want.
Why you gotta be mean to your coworker? The hell? That's messed up. I thought you're the Hardy Boys. You roll together.
God damn it, Dennis. You know I can't help it.
See? You don't gotta bring him down just because we're here.
Sorry, fucko. These guys won't help you. Looks like you're gonna have to go bush diving. The Hawthorne's got a bitch of a bite.
I'm gonna enjoy the sight of you in the bushes out there.
With a loud thud, the old man stands up, pushes the window open, grabs the key from the hawthorn branch, and slides it across the table.
Oh,
to
he
you.
did it for us. Huh.
The key is brass. Workshop spear is etched into its bow. The old man closes the window and sits back down in silence.
He's tired. He just wants us gone from here. I get it.
Come on, man. We were just having some fun. Where's the harm in?
I'm tired of listening to your shit.
I feel you, old man. I feel you. Thank you.
Don't thank me. I don't give two shits about your key.
You gave it to me nonetheless.
There is a silence around this man's words. Unlike Titus, they're afraid of him. That's the type of respect he commands.
It could open the door in the kitchen. The blue door. It says workshop spare. Maybe there's a workshop there?
Oh, so that's fine. Let's just say this.
Didn't even know it was there. Boys,
No idea.
Never even seen it. Someone must have hidden it there before this room became our place.
Okay. I mean, look, we already got the key. That's all that matters. Okay, so we didn't kick the door going up, but maybe we never needed to if this is where it leads.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue.
Try the workshop spare key on
The
the
key
door.
fits the dimple lock. It takes a bit of effort to turn it after all these years. But then, the lock clicks. Dust rises before you like mist. A tomb? Haunted by regal spirits from distant ages. No. Smells like engine grease and cut wood. A workshop.
And oh, we can enter. Okay, so arcade. I mean pinball machine back here. Franco-Nigerian. The theme is horses and swords. So not cavalry. I'm like horses and swords, but not cavalry? Or else you would have used the word cavalry. Or are we not smart enough to know the word cavalry? You're gonna sleep now. Hopefully you won't lose any more 90% checks. I hope not. But as always, thank you for stopping by, Mr. Missing. Hope you have a good rest. And you know, tomorrow do be Friday. So you know, good luck on the final day of work and or school. It's almost the weekend. Just a little bit more. But yeah, thank you again. And you know, get a good rest. The spare key is tied to the bush outside the corner room window. Oh, it was actually noted. Huh. Oh, money. Not that I mean, I guess you always need money. But still.
Over there, in the corner.
The pinball machine?
Not just any pinball machine. This is the pinnacle of pinball. Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats. It's lit. You can't wait to get your hands on it.
And you make the fancy one, the one that we can't even visually see. How devious of you, game.
Oh, great.
Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats reads the golden lettering on top of the back box. There's a small column of text underneath. The machine is coin operated. Get the game on, Fingerboy. Those flippers are ready.
Lean close and read the text. We must examine our playing field.
Above the painting of a mustached man climbing a hill, a column reads, inspired by the legend of Cornelius Gordy, taken on the world's tallest peak, Corpus Windy. The Mesk legend holds that when the nation is in danger, heroic Gordy shall return and save his people.
Inspect the playing field.
The theme of the game is to explore Gordy's climb through the perspective of goats and to ascend to the top of the mountain in a time of trouble.
Okay.
The peak of the mountain is at the top of the playfield. All the balls have small goat icons on them and represent the goats as they race up and down the mountain.
That's fun. That actually sounds
Areas
fun.
around the playfield represents Gordy's climb, places he was said to have camped, which the goats can discover. Get them to the summit.
I mean, they girdy like goats or something?
Indeed. Think of them as balls.
Okay, I get it. Insert coin.
It takes a while to get into a rhythm, but
Ooh,
pretty
achievement.
soon you're able to keep 3 goat-faced balls in play with relative ease. Go, go, Fingerboy.
I feel sorry for the gods. If they only knew the kind of guy old Cornelius really was.
What kind of guy was he then? Let's indulge him.
The kind of a guy who uses the word savages a lot when recounting his travels. A masked nationalist.
A racist mountaineer?
An avid huntsman too. He was often photographed in his dining hall, surrounded by wall-mounted hunting trophies from every continent.
I mean, I was never really one for hunting for sport.
He also hit his wife.
Okay, that's
and
not that's
kids.
bad.
Other people's kids too. Sometimes pets. Hateful little man.
But you seem to be having fun.
I mean, look. The game is different from the person who it is about. It is not espousing his stuff. So, and if anything, the money is just in this isolated machine and is not going to the person at all. So, I'm pretty good
Your
at this,
game
right?
is definitely improving. The jolly goats are flying.
Look, you
all
can
over the board,
differentiate
and
the
although a
product
few
from the
pleaded to their
person it is
deaths,
based
you're
on.
never left with less than 3. Suddenly, a special passage leading to the summit slides open at the top of the board. This is where the balls need to go.
Can't you aim for the narrow
Maneuvering
passage?
a goat ball into a position for a perfect hit isn't easy. More fall to their deaths. But finally, the opportunity presents itself. One of them gets through. Tiny hammer shatters something inside the machine. Something glass. The words "pale rupture" light up on the speaker panel, and the machine starts filling with a thick, milky fog. Something's happening.
Like, I see it there. Like, what?
Congratulations. This is where the game ends. It's a cheap way of getting more money out of the players. A stupid nihilistic finale.
There's so much fog, you can barely see anything.
Oh.
Sun is actually leaking out of the machine, and one by one, your goats start slipping, disappearing into the milky nothingness. This can be navigated. The balls leave almost imperceptible disruptions in the fog.
Oh my god,
Use
visual
them to
calculus.
calculate where they hit
How are you
next.
how are you calculating anything? You're at a 2.
You're down to your last goat, going mostly by sound. Eyes are useless at this point, but that goat is something special. 5 times you snatch him back from the jaws of
Reaction
death.
speed legendary. Red check?
I am. I've seen it before. Played it too. You will eventually make a mistake and then it's all over.
I like how... did they really add here 2 options that say the exact same thing? Why did they even make these if it's impossible to win, give up, winning is too stressful? Why did they even make these if it's impossible to win, give up, winning is too stressful? Like, I get it, it's stressful, but look. We passed, if we passed, I mean, if we failed at a 92% chance, we can pass at a 17% chance. Damn it!
If you can't even see it. The last goat plummets into the fog with almost suicidal
Aww.
glee. There goes nothing, finger boy. The machine is dead and silent. It needs
No!
serious maintenance before anyone can play it.
Well, you know, it was worth a shot at least. Like, would have been fun if we at least, you know, got some retribution for passing a low percentage chance since we failed a high chance. But, you know, one day.
All these mesmerizing machines, just waiting to be plugged back in and played.
Okay, what's this?
Feels like it might jump back to life any moment. The lights illuminating the white-robed woman.
What's White Deora?
Some kind of inane pinball theme. Probably related to Messina during the DeLorean age. The history themes are the worst.
The lieutenant grimaces, looking at the machines.
I mean, it seems he's very uncomfortable here, and we're not gonna do our man Kim dirty like this. So let's just move on.
This small elevator is dimly lit by a bulb that's been glowing for ages. The latticed cage is open, inviting you to step inside.
Elevator to the door on top?
Smells of nougat and sweat. Your head brushes up against the ceiling. There is a control panel to your right, and just enough room for 2 people to fit in. The maintenance card under the control panel reads, Last maintenance, 10th July, 88.
It says, yeah, we should tell Kim at least.
That it does. I say, let's brave it.
This will last maintained in the future. But clearly it will say this.
At the end of the last century. Look on the bright side. If it fails, we will only sustain minor injuries. I'm talking 3, maybe 4 months in the hospital. Maximum 5.
Look, if Kim's being brave, we gotta be brave also.
There are large rectangular buttons. Monter, descente, and an international call for emergency assistance. That third one appears to be
Oh god, we can't even call for help.
Seems like a small freight elevator for transporting machinery. For that, it's pretty quaint.
Close the doors and go up. Ooh. Small windows taped shut with black plastic. You can't see outside. Lots of tools, ring parts line the shelves. Schematics for a pinball machine, futurism themed. That's a nice coat. Oh yeah, that looks good. And even gives empathy, which we need a lot of.
So this is where they brought 40 pinball machines to fix them up. A long time ago. Everything is covered with
Now
dust
if only we could get our ledger cleaned.
The lieutenant looks around the dusty, crowded room, inspecting the tools on the shelf.
This used to be a pinball workshop.
Looks like it. I'm guessing Martinez North 22 used to be a pinball arcade before it became a hostel. There are machines left over.
A creak. Some dust falls off a shelf.
Ooh, excuse me.
Downstairs in the hall, next to the main door. One of them even works. I've seen one of the hearties bang away at it.
Oh.
Remember
So
the
you still have
dice
one.
maker? Then that means...
Whirling Rise was once the East Delta Pinball Arcade.
Ah, yes, as the novelty dice maker said. This has absolutely nothing to do with the case, I'm sure. But I do like a nice little connection.
But then it went bankrupt. Your skin crawls from making the connection.
Look, it's fine. We're past that. We've done our supernatural phase. We moved on to our phasmid phase, and now we're actually back to our cop phase.
At some point, 20 years ago, 15 maybe, before pinball went out of vogue.
No, let's not entertain this. If we don't... Look, ignorance is bliss.
You clearly see footprints in the downy carpet of dust covering the workshop floor.
Jackpot. These, unlike everything else here, are new.
Within the
3
last
weeks
week or two.
maximum, from the dust coverage. It could easily have been 1 week too. You know, officer.
This is good. He likes it. There's a little smile there, in the dark of the workshop.
It was a stereo investigation after all. It has now converged with our main investigation, adding a new fact to consider.
Yeah. Now let's just have a closer look.
Large prints, most likely made by Boots. The size is hard to determine. Sole could be bigger than Vamp. The soles have left a pattern, uniform, horizontal lines. One person has been here. They've gone back and forth. The tips point both ways.
The prints was like one person went back and forth, Kim.
Between that and that.
Door in the elevator. The print doesn't look like the odd-soled print we found at the hanging.
The size looks about the same, actually. They're not the same shoe, but they could be the same person.
Ah, that's true. I mean, if it is a trip, sometimes people do bring multiple shoes.
I wouldn't rule out Ruby coming here yet. This isn't an argument against her. People change shoes, you know? But it's not an argument for her either. No. These little horizontal lines are different. They look custom-made to me. Or some kind of foreign print. Hard to say.
Oh, you
Still
mean
a
like
boot,
maybe a
though.
boot that is a little bit too expensive for maybe like the kind of work the Hardy Boys does, but a leader could afford.
Everything around you is quiet. The prints crisscross the workshop floor.
Okay, and now...
It means someone snuck through what seems like a secret route, leading to the roof. The roof from where you can shoot our victim. This is significant.
It lines up with what she
These
said,
prints,
though.
officer, could be the prints of our killer. And if not, at least there are good argument for this Ruby doing it, to present to Titus.
Yeah, and then now we can open this door. Maybe it like rounds out the whole thing. There's a tiny hole in the wall. You see a bedroom on the other side. Could she have been like watching them over multiple days?
You can almost see the shape of a man and a woman writhing inside, bathed in drug sweat and dirty linens. Bottles lie around everywhere.
Maybe she was crazy for her.
You can barely see through. Better not to jump to sensationalist conclusions here. The footprints on the floor, however, definitely suspicious.
You lean closer to the peephole instinctively. I bet they're doing something quite unnatural. They're sensationally unnatural.
And another reminder of like just click things because you get experience. Now let's open this door. Maybe that'll like give us some experience.
This is the inside of the barred door you've seen before.
Unbar the door. Though funnily enough, like, I guess if you really went all in on physical instrument, you could actually have just like kicked this door down. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. And, you know, hello, woman. We came from the door.
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Shivers, snowing, try again when it's stopped, Lamel. Okay, noted. I guess that kind of does affect. Okay, while we are here though, like we said, investigating stuff gives experience, and this one does give visual calculus. Is a visual calculus check. So I hate to do it, but we're checking for stuff if we have any visual calculus stuff. Which I feel like we did. No, that's minus. I feel like we did have one at least. There we go, visual calculus. You're also visual calculus. Okay.
This window is
72%.
pristine from the inside. A vague sense of disappointment. The glass shivers. as if
Come
taunting you with
on,
its
game!
secrets.
You can't keep doing this to me. How can you fail the low how can you fail the low percents but also fail the high percents? Come on.
You get the feeling this room would tell you something crucial.
This is
if
bullshit.
You only knew how to listen.
Bullshit window. I feel
It
this.
is. We are beating our heads against this. Let's go do something more useful.
Okay, game. Okay, fine. I can't have my cake and eat it too. Stupid window. Okay, now we can confront Titus.
It's you again. What is it?
Wait, okay, so it's logic. And my logic is kind of horrendous, but... And again, I keep, like, I feel so bad every time I have to do this. I should honestly remember which clothes do what, but like... For finding out the hidden room, the fact that it gives +3 and we're still at a 58% chance is kind of like insane. Like, you'd think it would become a 100% chance at this point. What is this? This is a hat? It is a hat! Huh, but it's 2 logic. Interesting.
It's you again.
Yes,
What is it?
and I put my thinking cap on. I can get you now. Come on, you're not gonna fail a 97% on me.
A sudden flash of light
Okay,
in
thank
your
God.
neocortex. The hostel cafeteria is lit by its airy blaze. Floor plans, bullet trajectories, webs of human emotion, all channeled into a single thought.
Why are you so sure Ruby didn't off him?
Because she was here all night with us. He's cobbling together shit so he can put her away. It's Cop 101.
She was here all night? 11:30 to 12:15? She was here during all that time?
Yeah, with us, drinking, near the stage there.
She didn't go to the toilet? Look, I know people say girls don't go to the bathroom, but I'm here to prove you guys wrong.
No.
In the whole 45-minute window? Okay, wait, to be fair, look, I'm pretty sure it's normal to say people don't go to the bathroom every 45 minutes. Like, look, I can go over hours without going to the bathroom. I mean, majority of my 3-hour streams, I don't really have to go to the bathroom in between it. So, like, look, that probably was the weakest choice we could have made, honestly.
All right. She took a fucking leak, okay? For one moment. Maybe went out too. She has an operation to run from her lorry. We're not getting into what that operation is again, Cop. And just because she was gone for 5 minutes doesn't mean she magically got to the roof and shot him. I've been through this. It's not plausible.
But it is, though.
He's been through it. That means he suspected her too.
Oh, so maybe he isn't even aware of how she could have done it. Ah. I mean, that would be the best way to make sure they can't rat you out by not even making them aware of how you could do it.
All right, we're in. We got Ruby unaccounted for sometime during the window. This was crucial. Now let's place her on that roof.
You do agree the shot came from the roof, though, right?
Why not? You can't draw a straight line into Clausia's window from any of the surrounding buildings. Not from what I know about Martinez. Maybe from the coast. But like I said, I've been too busy dealing with you idiots. So no, I don't think it was a sniper. It was close up.
There's a secret route in the kitchen that leads straight to the roof.
Oh.
Through what looks like an abandoned pinball workshop.
People say there was a pinball arcade here. Sometime before the hostel. What was it
We
called,
know it.
Theo?
I don't remember it, but our character does.
East Delta Pinball Arcade. Weird place. Went bankrupt.
Don't say that. Don't dredge up bad memories.
Okay, but how'd you get up? There's no room for a staircase in this building. Or an elevator for that matter.
The elevator is outside the building. It's an old dumbwaiter used for moving pinball machines up and down from the workshop.
Good one, Kim.
Thank you.
Cute. From there, a door leads straight to the roof. You can just step outside.
Ruby could have gone up, shot him, come down. All under 7 minutes.
That's quite the theory. We need to have a look at that secret passage, boys.
It's on, like I said, it's fascinating. Like, even they're like not sure if this could be, like, they're not covering for her. They're legitimately like, we weren't aware of this either.
I'm on it, boss. Right when the law clears, me and Angus are going up there.
It's a dumbwaiter, not an industrial lift. How about I go instead of...
Just now. You got something else to back this route up? Or is that it?
I also found footprints.
Footprints. Recent.
Yeah, no, we can't just say recent nod and not say something additional there. We should say this. Because you guys said you were here a week ago.
That close, huh? How fortunate. I'll take a thorough look at those prints myself before I believe that, Cop. Good news is, I'm still listening.
And yeah, like, yeah, I guess they wouldn't know where the key went
I
either.
don't like guessing, Cole. No one does.
It opens the steel door in the kitchen, the one that leads upstairs to the roof. This key was right here, with you, all the time.
You didn't find it, but Ruby did. That's how she got up there.
Quit jumping to conclusions, Theo. You took that key. Did it look like it was recently put there?
What does that even mean to look like it recently got put there? Like, was it put in a place that was conveniently easy to reach because she wouldn't have reached far in to, like, put there?
No, the ribbon was old, faded. It'd have been there for 20 years at least.
Yeah, she could have just put it back there when she was done.
Why? This doesn't make sense. It's damn interesting, but it doesn't fit well, and you know it.
It doesn't fit well, but it fits, and he knows it.
Yeah, I mean, there's still ultimately the footprint marks. Like, we can still say it doesn't make sense, but those boot prints had to get there somehow, and it was bolted from the side of the shooting. So it definitely couldn't have come from there.
Right. What the fuck does that got to do with Ruby?
Just making an observation.
Wow, man, can we? I mean,
See, get them on our side.
That'd be awesome. I beat that royalist machine 20 times now.
All right. We can get the barman to bring them down.
Okay, that's funny. Okay, so it's definitely not this. It's definitely not this. We already said the important ones. Okay, we can move on.
Firmly doesn't go well with could've. There's a route to the roof. Me and the boys need to check it out. That's what we've established. But a route does not put that bullet in his head. A gun does that, and Ruby doesn't carry one.
Phase 2, murder weapon. Get a gun in her hand. If not that, then at least a shadow of a doubt. In the shape of a gun.
Yeah, show them the rifle, if anything, you know. Show them the shape of a gun, literally.
That looks antique. A Belle McGrave. It's inoperable. Where'd you get it?
Just sell under the bookshop. Wait, are we really telling them where the guns are? That's horrible.
20, maybe 30 rifles, Titus. Also broken, but still, there were too many. And there must be other caches too.
In the bunker? By the ocean?
God damn it. We need to close that dump down for good.
Okay, I see your point. There are guns lying around. Damn it. I thought we'd found all the old spots. Why was that still there?
Wow, they are genuinely concerned about it. I mean, I guess they do take their job seriously. Or rather, like, I guess they do care about this place in that sense. They weren't lying about that. I mean, in a way, that's good to know.
We just missed one. Ruby doesn't know this place, boss. Just these cops digging up shit.
I've analyzed the bullet that killed him. It was jacketed.
So...
The gun that we're holding.
So it had to come from a breech-loading rifle. Military grade. Not even you militia monkeys have those. This goes against your short-range theory. If the murder weapon was military
I mean, to be fair,
grade,
we probably should have said this first, which is why the dialogue kind of like feels like it would have been in that order.
You just showed him a breech-loading gun.
Wait! The game noticed it! The fact that we showed the gun first! It is keeping track! I just showed you!
A broken old broomstick is what you showed me. But point taken.
Okay, fine. You got me calling you out, game, but you kept up. You kept up. I'll concede.
Time to really close the deal. Show them the bullet.
This is the bullet, a 4.46. The Belle McGrave uses the same caliber.
The blonde man looks at the mushroomed Deathbringer in the evidence bag. and says,
Yeah, the bitch is jacketed all right. 4mm too.
Whoa.
Well, goddamn. It's not proof, but it's a possible murder weapon. Close to her. Too damn close.
Even he's like thinking, oh shit, it could be her. It's like, we messed up, boys. We're gonna be suspects in a murder.
You have been thorough. I'll give you that.
We don't need to like do this. We're like tainting them. Like, we're gonna make them defensive. We got them to side us on like already considering the possibility that it is her. And say, I didn't say I proved she had the murder weapon, just that we need to find her. Yeah, so tell us where she is. Well, I mean, this is information we did find out, so I guess we should probably say it also.
God damn. That's just about your favorite topic, isn't it? Every fucking 5 seconds.
Okay, it hasn't been 5 seconds since we last said it. This is the first time we're bringing it up, okay?
Trouble. This is Revachol. Even the roid heads in the gym had a carbine. No one has trouble getting a gun. I still never saw her carry one.
He's angry because he knows you're right. What he's saying only confirms your theory.
Okay, definitely not this one. But that would be a horrible thought that she got her gun. Oh shit, she might have her gun. No, wait, our gun is not military grade. Never mind. Forget this one.
All right. Keep talking. I'm getting a bit curious about some things myself.
Pete, we're not seriously considering it, are we? Ruby wouldn't do this. Why would she do something like this?
Phase 3. Motive. The last component.
It's not why she, it's why she organize the cover up. Let's go in order. Let's go in order at this point.
And I suppose you have a theory on that.
She could have been covering for herself because she's the one that ordered the
Think
murder.
about it. Why go through all that effort? It was her idea, wasn't it? The hanging. You went along, but she suggested it.
She had, like, a fully formed plan and shit. Right when she came back downstairs.
Like, oh, so she had the plan instantly.
Really, Shanks? Claudia wanted to talk to another girl, that's all. She was just the first one up there. I could have come up with that plan if I'd have been first.
Sure.
Time for a logics demonstration.
No, he's gonna play smartass. Let's use Shanky.
I didn't do it, fucker. It wasn't my plan.
Okay, damn it. Maybe we should have just went with Titus.
You probably did, though.
It's just a thought experiment. Think, Shanky. You killed him. You got up there, shot him, cut down.
Will you prefer to go on trial with your buddies as part of the lynch mob or alone for committing murder?
Fuck you, man. I would never fuck my guys over like that.
He squeaks with indignation.
She didn't either. She would never do that. Why aren't more of you defending her? This is fucking stupid, Titus.
Glenn, I thought the same thing when she skipped town and left us in this shit.
Oh, so he didn't rule her out completely. And she skipped town. This is good.
Wait, that means we can't interrogate her. That's bad. That's not good. That's the opposite of good.
Yeah. Like what?
Apparently she had a thing for Classy.
A thing? You mean?
Yeah, but they're both girls.
Girls like girls too, Angus. Sometimes. This is one of those times. She liked Classier.
What Kim said. Yes, that's the clearly the best choice here.
Fuck you. First he says she's murdered him. Now she's a It's a lie.
Glenn, how dare you?
Come on, Glenn. She likes Monica's titties more than you do. Everyone knows which way the wind blows there.
I did. I knew it. That's why she didn't fuck me at Fatty's birthday party.
I'm pretty sure there are a million other reasons than that, Shanky.
She didn't fuck you, 'cause you're 40, and you still live with your mom, Dennis.
Hey, wait, the economy's rough, look. If that means you don't have to pay your rent and stuff, you know, I get it why people don't move out. Look, times are hard nowadays. Even in your fictional past history. I mean, look, it costs like, what, 20 to have a room here? And I got 38. I can literally only stay a single night.
Ruby then threatened her and told her to end her relationship with the deceased.
This is some sordid shit. It's also the kind of garbage our Miss Aronier puts out to cover her own ass.
Let's not tell him that we threatened her. Like, he's still emotionally compromised by her. Yeah, so Ruby scared her.
That Ruby is queer as cabaret. Now that I start thinking about it, I don't know why I didn't see it earlier.
He looks out the window, pensively.
And that's okay. Some are queerer than others. You can still be a Hardy. But if you bring your own personal shit into our outfit...
And then, boss, use us to cover it up? I mean, that's just fucked up.
So why not tell us where she is?
If it's true. But it's not, right?
No, I don't think it's this one. It's definitely like her covering herself. So, yeah, she had a plan the moment she came down.
Nah, man. That's just Ruby. She's got shit under control. That's her whole thing. That's why she's so good.
Plus, man, it's like female intuition, you know.
No, this is not
Women
one of
talk
those
to women.
examples.
Which is sort of why we need someone on the team who they talk to.
It's not like when a woman somehow can find the thing that you spent hours looking for and they're just like, it's right there. And it just fizzles into existence. It's like, it's not the same. I mean, in this case, maybe this is the same because it's like, look, she didn't have a gun. We're looking for it. Then she's gonna be like, the gun's right there, guys. Like, you could have found it like days ago. And we're just like, but we looked there. What do you mean it was there the entire time? What were we doing this whole time then? Like, imagine that does happen. Again, we're trying to enforce the possibility. Or she knew what happened because she killed him.
Not so useful.
Fucking hell.
The blonde man is in some kind of anguish that makes him stare into his garlic bread bone intently. Look, stress eat, my guy. It helps. Definitely not this one. Like, if anything, these guys are shocked to hear her kill someone, if anything. Which, again, kind of actually surprisingly lines up with what I was thinking a while ago. It's like, these guys like to protect this place, but don't feel like the type that would go immediately to killing someone. And I did say, like, the guy is, I think, packing a gun, but, again, like, you know, if things go south, it's good to have it versus not having it, I guess. I think we've, like, pressed all the good ones. So it's like, we need to talk to her.
Silence. He looks around the room. The old man in the corner nods. A very small nod. And a trickle of tobacco spit on his lip. This is the only option he cares for.
Yeah, I see it. There's one more thing I've been wondering about. Ever since you asked me where she is. Add it to your list of suspicions, if you want.
So he has his own questions.
I don't know. I don't know where she went.
Oh,
She
shit.
just got up and left. Got real scared, too. Wouldn't tell me where. However hard I asked. Wanna know why?
Right! She killed one of those army guys! And he's with 2 other army guys! If they find out that she killed him, those 2 are gonna end her! And, like, they have body armor! So, yeah, it makes perfect sense why she'd be terrified.
She was afraid I would tell you. Maybe she was right. By now, I probably would.
She knew there's evidence on her, and she knew we'd find it. This is typical suspect behavior, why fleeing is always incriminatory.
Perhaps. Ask her if you find her. It won't be easy, though. She made sure of that.
Perhaps he looks out the window again. Oh, I thought they were like, we need to check the window again? Oh, and that's just what he's doing. When did she leave?
Friday afternoon, when you first arrived. I got word the RCM was in town. Then she came in to see me. Told me she was leaving. That's when we had our little conversation.
I'm going to assume she's scared of the army guys.
I told you. You.
As in the RCM.
No, you. As in the cop with the sideburns and the disco clothes.
I had an aura of threateningness around me. Damn it, I shaved! It's all gone now! Damn it, I should have kept it. She probably knew me from my... Well, no, I thought it was like, because I sung here. Damn it, but I feel like this is giving a different vibe. Energy rate, I have to declare the ending of the human experiment. Never mind, I'll just say number 2 then.
Yeah, that's real funny. She wasn't laughing, though. You know, when I first saw you limp in here, I thought she was paranoid or sniffing her own supply. But now I'm not so sure.
We're showing we're capable. What else did Ruby tell you?
She said you have a funny taste in clothes.
Look, we
and that
changed
you
right in
won't
front of you.
Stop.
Won't stop?
Until you have something on her. She said she's heard of you from Jamrock. That you're a human can opener. That you play suspects against each other. Open them up. Like
Oh, we're getting backstory on us also.
And then when they're all empty, just move on to the next can. Don't look back unless there was something you missed.
Fucking hell. Titus, did he just...
open Angus up like a can? Yes, he did. Now, we can whine about it. Whack him. Or we can go on with our lives. I'm having a go on with our lives kind of day, Al. How about you?
It's not an actual question. Silence. He nods.
And Kim, you agree, right?
You are insistent.
I mean, look, the insistentness of the wording that we do to talk to people, yes, that was his statement, got the devil woman to spill the beans. So it clearly works.
Yeah, there was something.
Look, thank God I'm not the one writing this game. Or else you'd get writing like that.
It was burning on her lips. This called Titus, this called Pete. But she was too scared.
Scared? You should be too. A strange fear creeps over you. A metallic taste in your mouth. Change the subject.
Like maybe we were brutally efficient with our job before the memory loss? Which could be a good thing, but maybe not always a good thing?
She's not far. We know that much. She didn't take her lorry, so she's on foot.
Good fucking luck, man. She knows this place like the back of her hand. You'll never find her.
Yeah, Al. And we won't either.
She's not really a hardy candidate anymore, is she?
She's not, Glenn.
Have you looked?
A little. On the coast.
Where have you looked for her, more precisely?
More precisely, on the coast, past the waterlock. She's not here.
Oh, so they were able to
I'm
get
thinking
across.
She's there.
I mean, okay, to be fair, we're the ones that caused it to not be crossable for a few days. So they were able to cross it before we arrived. Though they crossed it after I arrived? When? Unless we crashed the car after the murder happened. Which definitely could have happened. I guess.
Who's doing this looking? They're all here.
Who's looking out?
Lizzie needed some air.
So she didn't go to tell Everard.
No one goes to tell Everard anything. He knows what he has to know. Fast.
It's called a radio, you believe. The gardener may have played you a game when she stormed out. She has her own plan.
Can you tell me where on the coast I should start looking?
Sure. There's some shit houses there. A cinder block town. Fisherfolk there refuse to unionize. So, that's one place we haven't looked.
Okay, so the other side then.
I hear they have a shack where junkies sometimes crash.
Ooh, maybe those
Time
three
for
guys
you
that
to
were
step
like
up.
way more drunk than us, or I guess equally drunk as we were on day
We
one.
will start there. One more question. What does Ruby look like?
Boyish. Hair's red. Dyed. She looks like a lorry man.
What do you mean by looks like a lorry man? Do you know what she's doing with Ulan frequencies?
The what now? I have no idea. Boys?
She said she's building a pale emitter.
A what?
What?
We were talking about radio equipment. She said she's doing Ulan frequencies at a pale something. I don't know more.
This guy barely understands what he's talking about.
I mean, but he remembered the term pale emitter, which I mean, good for you, Angus.
There you have it. Pale something.
It's not much, but it'll do.
It'll have to.
He puts his hand out. Shake it. He understood us. He became level with us, and he's like, yeah, something's not right here. I can respect that.
His grip is firm and reassuring, like holding a piece of unpolished granite.
You know, respect where respect is due. But also, we got 2 more points, so I do feel it is worth it to maybe unlock a point and maybe consider what this could potentially be. Like, there's no downside while we're figuring it out, so might as well. And I mean, worst case scenario, we just use a point to forget it. But you know, it is definitely a curious stat to have. Alright, so we definitely do have some plan of action.
You think you have a pretty hot suspect right now, don't you? That Ruby of yours?
And
Notice how it came together without casting too much suspicion on Clasia. It was nice and Ruby-centric in the end.
what are you trying to get at here?
Anything struck you a bit off about this mishmash?
I guess this one?
Notice how this hasn't come up at all. Even Hardy and his boys didn't mention it. Neither did you.
The soul prints didn't match.
No, they didn't. Good point. It is rather rare these
Okay,
days.
just going down the
But do
line. But
continue.
what are you trying to get at here?
True. Strange how you conducted the whole advanced ballistics analysis and then hand-waved it. That's right. Finish thought. Just finish it and conveniently go on. She's watching you leave right now. You know that. Free as a bird on that roof, lighting up a cigarette and thinking, am I glad Ruby's in
Oh,
this shit and
you're
not me?
you're going after me for not arresting her.
Don't listen to this guy. The theory was solid. He's just jealous. Move on. It's no use harassing her further.
Yeah, he is making me doubt my decision to like not bring her in due to my conscience of like, we got the information, we can keep her alive. Or rather, I am not gonna risk the potential of the fact that maybe there are people after her. Because I can slightly believe it. And if I'm wrong, then, you know, then I'm glad to be wrong. Also, while we're here, we might as well check the cases.
The trap is full of locusts, but they seem weak and unhealthy. A few lie on their backs with their legs twitching. Still, no phasmid. Poor things.
Yes, I mean, if we're going all this way, we might as well check those as we pass by them. Also, wait, where was it again? There's a buoy west of the boardwalk on the coast, somewhere in the reeds. It has Miss Orange's fake documented. I do remember the reeds all the way on this far, far side. Actually, while we're here, maybe she knows about this girl?
The waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Simmer down. Simmer down, bastards.
Also, have we seen this person before?
I'll just keep the
Oh, it's
Corda
Joyce.
Lacey in the channel, if that's okay. It's too shallow near the pier.
Aye, ma'am. And it's a jetty, by the way.
Of course. Jetty. I prefer a good jetty to a pier any day. Jetty.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, detectives. It's good to see you here. I only just arrived myself.
What brings you here, madame?
Nothing really. I've had my eye on this jetty for weeks now, so I decided to investigate it personally. This cluster of buildings isn't on any of the official maps, as far as I can tell.
That. And she's also keeping an eye on you.
I mean, let's not confront her about this. How do you like it here?
How do I like it?
I mean, to be fair, that was a logic medium success. Maybe we should have proceeded with that, but we have more pressing matters to deal with.
Of Eternite. The jetty below her feet creaks to the tune. The smell of salt and dog shit in the background.
It's pornographically poor. The street has no name. All the men are dead or missing. And is that the carcass of a motor carriage over there?
Pornographically poor, but you describe it that way? I'm like, what, necrophilia porn?
I'm surprised that woman
Now
hasn't
you're
put
into
me
some
to the
weird
sword
stuff,
yet.
lady.
Maybe she will. You should ask your questions while you can.
Dark eyes survey the coast leading up to Martinez. Dull grey metal rests in her scabbard. A sword. The wind is too loud for her to hear.
Fortunately for you, madame, the RCM is on the scene.
Real men, real politics, real thoughts in your head.
Yeah, kinda. This is kinda like how it is.
Oh, I'm not frightened, officer. I'd never... Do you know how they discovered this place?
The fishing village?
No, they're in Celindian, Isola. I'm guessing you don't know then?
No, I don't know how they discovered it.
Well, your condition has left you no worse off than most of these people. The literacy rate is around 45% west of the river. 50 years of occupation have left these people in an oblivion of poverty.
Me staring at my 38.09 real.
It's a pity. Most of these people will never know what this place means. This island of matter. or why they were ferried over in the first place. Remind me to tell you one day. For now, how can I assist you in this new location?
Tell me something else then.
Of course. I hear you have singled out a suspect and are in pursuit. This is cause for cautious
You heard that
optimism.
already?
How can I help you
Hey,
at
damn,
this
maybe she
juncture?
has been spying on us.
You're back.
Okay, then that's it. Okay, but we need to find that buoy. That's our room. Well, I mean, we're passing by this girl. Maybe she knows something.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at
Wait,
night.
we can ask her about
What
this?
can I help you with?
I found this jacket, but it's filthy. Could you wash it for me?
I can wash it for you, but it's going to take about a half an hour. Think you can stay put for that long?
Hell yeah. No, we must run around ceaselessly. It would be torture to stay put.
I could use a breather. It's been another track and field day.
19, which is 7:40. Wait. Yeah, 7:40. It'll be 8, which is still bright enough to look around. Hopefully, people are still out. I think if people go in by 9 o'clock.
Well, hand it over then, and I'll see what I can do. Must say, I'm proud of this one. It's
Ooh.
pretty nice underneath all that filth. I hope you'll have an easier life in your hands.
Oh, and it's still 7, or right before 8 o'clock. Nice. Have you seen a red-haired woman named Ruby around
Nay,
the coast?
I haven't seen anyone lately.
Because she's blind, which you seem to have forgotten.
Oh, shit! Wait, then how can you tell you did a good job if you can't see? Okay, I'm being too mean right now. Oh my god, I'm sorry, I forgot. But do you know who I'm
This
talking
is my
about?
little cinder block town. I know what goes on around here.
She's being evasive. She knows something.
There was a murder in Martinez. She might be a suspect. We would appreciate your help.
Would you now? I know how this world works, and it doesn't work when people tell on each other.
This isn't about the Union. You don't have to worry about retaliation.
Ah, I should have known. This is yet another Union mess. I'm not afraid of them, you know. We are not in the habit of being afraid around here.
Enough of this. She better start talking right now.
Let's not be... I mean, she literally washed something for us. Let's not go 100 on her. But I mean, look, we
There's
know...
not much to tell. People come and go. Now, was there something else?
I see, ma'am. I hope you don't mind if we look around anyway.
You should look around your shack. Maybe she's rented it out to others too.
Oh. What does it say? The washroom is hiding something. Look around. Maybe we can get into her shack somehow. You mean the room that I'm in? Okay, I'm just quick saving because I don't know if this will register as ending the day. It doesn't. Oh, was this here before?
As you look at the floorboards in this corner of the shack, it's clear one of them isn't quite level with the others. The edge of a floorboard next to it looks scratched.
Move the floorboard
Hollow
aside.
space underneath the floorboards is dark and damp. You can barely make out the mixture of sand and sawdust below.
Oh, damn. Maybe I should have had the flashlight out.
Nothing particular catches your eye. Looks like more reeds. There might be something hidden inside the sand, though. Something bad. Someone's night thoughts. A last resort. A bad idea.
It's for the investigation. We must.
You stick your hand in and start combing through the sand. Dry, not like outside. Fine dust. And then something hard wrapped in paper. A small cylindrical object. You pull it out.
A 9mm bullet? Not the same one used for the murder?
The floorboard doesn't care. But maybe the washerwoman does. You have enough to confront her with. It's extra ammunition. She's locked and loaded, ready to fight some cops.
Huh. Was our gun a 9mm gun? Lady, do you have our gun?
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Girl! You better not be packing a gun when you're literally blind. How do you know you're gonna be shooting your target? Are you Daredevil?
Damn that girl.
And without anger, a long and harsh life has taught her not to buckle under pressure.
A bullet? You didn't put it there, did you? She did.
Gone and hid things in there? She's usually a good tenant, and not a stupid one either.
You rented the room to her.
Yes, I let my room to that Ruby girl.
She speaks slowly, wringing out a rag after a long silence. Her hand moved to the water bucket. Some water sloshes over
As
the
I've
edge.
done before when she's been in trouble or just looking for solitude. I've made it clear. We welcome all kinds of people here.
I mean, we're sleeping there, so yes, it checks out.
She came last Friday, left on Monday in a hurry. What has she gotten herself into, that girl?
That's for the police to find out. Right then, please answer each question to the best of your ability. I'm sure we have a few.
You said she left on Monday.
Yes, early with the dogs, around 8 o'clock, I think.
She probably heard the lieutenant's Kanema drive by, and it woke her up, just like it did you.
Yes. That is a downside of having a 130 kilowatt engine. It lets the bad guys know when you're coming.
Look, that just means they know to be scared. The cops are here. And it's the one skinny guy that comes out of it. The mystique is lost.
I cleaned it, like I always do. No.
What is she
She's
like?
good company. Knows how to talk to an old woman. At my age, you don't get a lot of quality conversation. So I really appreciate that about her.
Did she talk to you much during her last stay?
No, she was mostly silent this time. Kept to herself.
Like she's scared about
She
stuff.
tried not to let it show, but I could tell she hadn't come to fish. Usually she likes to cast a few lines, but this time she mostly stayed in her room.
Why do you think she left a bullet?
How would I know? She's a gruff one,
Excuse
but
me?
not violent. She doesn't go
Oh,
around
sorry,
toting
excuse
a
me.
gun.
You could ask her about your hunch, that it was a desperate measure. See if she thinks Ruby fits the bill.
Do tell.
It's an exit plan.
Exit from what?
Spread your hands. What?
The lieutenant stops writing for a moment. He looks at you, then at the old woman.
No, she's a fighter.
I heard she was a heavy drinker with anger issues. You ever witnessed that kind of behavior?
Nothing of the sort. Sure, she was no stranger to the bottle. She fit in that way. But I only knew her to have a beer on the beach while watching the sunset. She isn't what you'd call a drunk. Even offered me some from time to time. Said it was part of the communal life. But I never saw her lose control of herself the way some people do.
That song better not be me. Because I am the outlier. I cannot be used as basis for other people. I can't damage other people's reputation like that.
Not that I know of, though she was into nice music. She once showed me a few mixtape milieu she'd made. Although I guess she was pretty handy with the mechanical and technical stuff. Even fixed the heater in the shack.
Ooh.
You should be thankful for that.
Yeah.
She may simply have kept the equipment elsewhere.
Where did she go?
I don't know. Further up the coast, she tried to leave quietly, but the hinges on that door screech like a cat in heat. Woke me up. I heard her rushing in those heavy boots, heading up north. You'll never find her, you know.
Oh.
She knows the coast like the back of her hand. You only just arrived.
Damn.
I wouldn't worry about that, ma'am. We are persistent.
And we run all day and night.
This is a cool moment. It needs a cool thing to be said.
Let's rock with the cock. What the fuck? Say the cool thing. Say the cool thing. I mean, the cock, I guess, being like, you know, from morning till dusk, when the cock cocks. I forget what you call what the chicken squawks.
What?
This is... What? What?
What did you say?
No, my God, he's burst. He's so ready to laugh.
You're still not saying it right. It's too late now.
The old woman shakes her head, slowly.
He was so ready to laugh. That's good.
Are you sure you would rather stay here? Get a nice cozy fire going in the heater? Seems like a better idea to me.
The failed electric mural. You feel like you should go look at it again. Step closer this time.
Oh.
One thing, officer. If you do find her, please go easy on her.
We'll see what she has to say, though.
It's an honest plea.
She's a good girl. Whatever she's gotten herself mixed up in.
Yeah, but if she did shoot the guy, look, murder's murder. Like, I know you washed this jacket for us, but still, also, damn! That's some good stuff. Oh shit! We got a color scheme going! Hey, wait, I'm trying to remember. Where was the other... What's that? Where the phasmid traps were. Yeah, because there's that one. We already did this one. I'm kind of going here because I saw the green dot over here. What is this? A door, a building, a hiding place. Could the instigator be inside? Oh, he's just rambling. Okay, never mind. Alright, let's check this trap while we're out here anyway.
The trap is filled with dead and dying locusts. Most of them aren't moving anymore. You still can't see a phasmid anywhere. Poor things.
Aww. And the one here, and then the farther one, which is where I'm assuming the buoy is as well.
A few locusts trudge along the wall of the trap. The rest are piled in a heap in the corner, dead. No phasmid anywhere.
Aww.
Poor things.
Ooh, wait, is this it? No, it's here. I thought it would be farther
Metal
north.
plastic contraption bobs up and down amidst the trembling reeds. At first, it just looks like trash. But if you look closer...
That over there must be the boy class you told us about. The one she hid her passport in. We should take a look.
Pick up
You
the
lift
buoy.
the boy out of the water without much effort.
Sniff
It's not
the
tied to
buoy?
anything. The cords dangling from the bottom appear to have been cut.
Examine it.
The number 11 has been written on the yellow plastic. It hasn't been in the water for very long, but it's already discolored and slimy with silt. A latch holds it close, but only just barely. The brittle metal of the latch has cracked.
Simple construction. Very unsafe.
Sniff it.
It smells like you would expect it to smell.
This is
A
okay.
concentrated version of the coast.
If he says,
Salt,
why did you do that?
industrial slop and decay. The water this side of the peninsula is cleaner, actually.
No.
It smells a little salty.
Let's not shake it. We might mess up the stuff inside. Let's just open it.
A shot glass's worth of seawater pours out. Some algae, and nothing else.
Well, damn.
Oh, nothing else. Oh. I mean, we were lucky it's still
We
here.
got here too late. There's nothing of use here anymore.
Could Ruby have gotten them?
I have no idea.
And we know what was in there at least, so we can question other people about it.
Or think we do. This is a small loose end, either way. Not important, I hope.
Do you have any theories, Lieutenant?
Might have been Glacier, might have been the people after her, might have been a local drunk. We should go.
You could ask the miss what she thinks. Later, if you have the time. Though you doubt she'll tell you much at this point.
I mean, when we head back, we might as well. Okay, now, okay, I mean, we checked all of the other cages. I might as well go ahead and check the last one. Also, my god, do we stand out with this clothes, even in the snow. Like, it's so prominent. Oops, wrong way. It's back here, I believe. I mean, if she's like, imagine if she was the one who's like in this bunker all the way at the end. Like, goddamn. Like, this one.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot.
And it's a red check. So no, we are not messing with a red check. Well, especially when it's only 3%.
Just dead and dying locusts, and the slow swaying of surrounding reeds. Poor things.
Well, I mean, it was worth checking out at least. You know, you can't say I wasn't thorough, so you know, that's good. Okay, so they were saying check out that building, the one the dude was giving us a history lesson about. I mean, that would, I guess, protect her from the elements. I mean, I'm going to assume she didn't really find armor pieces or something. Are they fine? No, yeah, we don't know where the last armor piece could potentially be. We found gloves. Actually, what did we find? So we have chest, boots, gloves, I guess pants, potentially, and maybe a helmet. So arguably 2 more parts, potentially. Ooh, I see you. Thing to enter.
You see, a once bright mural towering.
Yeah, there's a ladder here.
The signage has peeled off over the years, but you can still make out Feld Electrical RN, a slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Now, only a shadow of peeled letters remains. It says, tomorrow is just a whisper away.
Step closer.
Above the mural, a collapsed roof, broken windows set in walls that are cracking and will soon also fall, and the coastal breeze rustling and sighing in the remains of the edifice.
I mean, if she had a 9mm, she might have a gun.
There's something in the wind. Sometimes the only way to go forward is to fail first.
Could Ruby be in there?
She could. Or she could be in the identical room over there, or in that boat shack.
Okay,
That
Kim,
church
I
tower,
get
maybe.
it.
Why single out this one building?
Ooh, shivers. Found the empty trap, heard Lena's true story, reconstructed execution, established the nightclub, discovered the anomaly, death notification. We have so much! But also, wait. What's this? So, logic -1 perception. Okay, we can change the hat at least for something else. Like, maybe not encyclopedia. Like, maybe logic. Oh, that actually works. Because there's a part of me that feels like we might need, like... Okay, so that's physical stuff, so that's good. I'll keep the shivers, because that's the role. But, yeah, let's do the shivers for now.
Towers above you, saying, even though you're sure you succeeded, all is quiet. There is no cold hand brushing against your forehead, no rustle in the reeds. The wind has died down. The ruin in front of you is silent as a tomb.
What was I even attempting to do here?
Trying to talk to the wind, the city, whatever you thought would happen, did not. And now you're just standing there in the dusk hour, with your hands fallen to your side.
Look, Shivers, you're the one that gave me the 90% chance. Why are you grilling me here?
Is trying to talk to the city.
Like, I thought you're on my side here.
Is it in your secret repertoire? A trick for when you're out of ideas?
How do we? I was really hoping she'd be in the village. Okay. She's probably north of the village, and this place is a peninsula. We already scanned most of the outdoor areas on our wild cryptid hunt, so we have an understanding of the geography, at least. And then there's the church. We've already searched that and can rule it out. I know it doesn't feel like progress, but exclusion is a step too. Anyway, we do it the old-fashioned way, sector by sector. Go over the whole peninsula, ask the locals, enter the places where we can enter first, like we did in the village. Then, if we're desperate, we can look where we can't enter. Bunkers, storm drainage...
There was that sewage area entrance too.
Walk the coast, the old boardwalk, the reeds. You can always come back here and talk to the wind again. Look where it already got you. An adventure awaits. An adventure on the windswept urban coast. Buckle up and raise your collar. This search is going to be wet and cold.
I mean, it says again. Like, 97% chance. Look, we might as well do it.
Suddenly, there's a sigh, carried on the molecules around you, moving, flowing from high pressure to low pressure, like that of a woman emptying her lungs. She wraps the collapsing stone box in front of you in her breath, flowing through it.
Where does it go?
In through the collapsed roof, flowing down a concrete staircase to the basement, sweeping away footprints in the dust on the stairs, and then the beach below the boardwalk. Its winding tunnels, a whisper away.
What's happening?
She's down there.
That's a voice I haven't heard yet.
Okay, why?
Ever since I woke up, maybe even before, I've been getting these strange cold spells.
Good, yes. Cold spells. So basically your hangover is telling you she's down there?
Call it a gut feeling.
So, how do we get in there? The doors were
Ladder!
on the collapsed side of this building.
Okay, fine. I guess I see two. Okay, 3 that aren't there. We can make it work.
Finally, my time to shine.
Perhaps you can climb them. We are not climbing anything. I'm 43 years old.
You're
and I plan to
43?
live to 70.
See, this is what I mean by I'm bad assuming someone's age. I thought they would be like 30s. Like 34. Like, I know he's sort of like has a really high hairline, but you know, that could just be genetic. You're 43?
There has to be a way to use brute force. Climbing sounds unsafe. Brute force is safe. Look around and find something to break if the ladder fails.
Ooh, what's this?
An old pipe peeks out from beneath the rotten boards of the boardwalk. Could this be an alternative path into the fell building? Your eyes slowly begin to adjust to the darkness inside.
I mean,
the
there was that
drainage
thing we
pipe.
saw near the phone booth.
The lieutenant looks over your shoulder.
Given that this isn't a martial arts thriller, it's highly unlikely, and not without risk to our health either.
Yeah, imagine climbing in and not being able to get
However,
out. That sounds
the pipe
terrifying.
suggests there may be an entrance to the basement around, and it's right here. The maintenance door.
Ooh.
It's jammed shut. The subtle approach isn't going to work on this one. Oh yeah, big boy time. This needs you to put your back into it. At first, you can't make it as your eyes adjust.
Okay, this one's just
You
about the
see some
pipe.
trash, crumpled up newspapers, cigarette butts. Someone has half-heartedly spray painted skulls.
Oh, the
on
duel's
right
been here?
side. and nothing. Broken glass from bottles thrown.
I mean,
against the
physical
walls
instrument,
of the pipe.
that's still not our
A
best
syringe.
thing. So, this is the alternative. Wasn't there something here-ish that popped up? Like this thing?
The light vanishes inside the concrete
Yeah,
slit.
yeah, this thing, this
The
thing.
structure goes deep under the earth.
No idea. Could be connected to one of the buildings around here.
Yeah, yeah. Do you
We
find
might
Ruby
her
down there?
somewhere. There's an old storm drain system beneath Martinez that's mostly collapsed. Revachol sewage system has been built and rebuilt 4 or 5 times now. In conclusion, she could be under any building. I hope not.
Okay, I thought that was like a potential for an entrance. But, I mean, our stat is more on like interfacing, so maybe we'd be fine on the ladder. Like this was just about finding an alternative.
A rusty ladder leads to the rooftop. Some of the rungs are missing.
Yeah, that doesn't look good at all.
Assess the
distances
situation.
between the remaining rungs are rather wide. You'd have to use the mounting brackets. However, they seem corroded and the peeling rust is razor sharp.
Ugh.
In addition, the first rung is going to be tough to reach. It's what, 3 meters above the ground? And you're 180?
190, I'm a
Okay,
giant.
But still, the roof is collapsing and the wind gets pretty brutal up there. Dismounting from the ladder is going to be hard. Perhaps if you were to not climb the ladder. Instead, what if you were to do something more subtle?
Like?
Astral projection. Be open-minded about this.
What do you mean? What if I just teleport?
Teleportation is not a thing.
We said this out loud?
This really has nothing to do with adventure. We are dealing with basic physics here. Oh yes, it could hurt. A lot.
Falling does hurt.
He is restraining himself from using a parental tone with you right now.
I mean... What do you mean teleport to the roof? It says Santiago Kai. What do you mean the option is teleport to the roof? I mean, I'm gonna click it because I actually want to see if he does teleport.
All you need to do is close your eyes and concentrate. Darkness enfolds you. You can feel the distance.
This sounds like a
between the
horrible
bench
idea
and
to
the
climb with our
first
eyes
rung of
closed.
the ladder.
You're
All
crazy.
you need to is zoot, zap, pow, crinkle. It's like magic. You feel yourself disappear. Your atoms fading out of existence.
Okay, well, that's impressive, but...
Bam! You find yourself on the roof and mastered the art of physical displacement.
Don't gloat. Revel in it.
You know, for the record, you didn't teleport there. You just climbed the ladder with your eyes closed.
I know, but look, I didn't see it happen, which means I was in one area before, opened my eyes, I was in a new area. By all accounts, from my point of view, I teleported. You know, that's like, you know, if when you go sleep in the car and your parents are driving you. You're in your house and all of a sudden you're at school. Your destination kind of sucked, but you did teleport there.
The wind at the top of the building starts howling loudly, blowing away the lieutenant's voice. Faintly you hear.
Never mind. Find a way to let me in when you get inside. Don't go adventuring without backup, especially if we think the suspect may be hiding here.
She might have a gun. The central support beam has been destroyed by artillery fire. Yeah, let's not run. I don't know if the game like actually will do stuff if you run or walk, but look, if we could walk the entire time in the church, we can spend our time walking here. The glass is covered with grime and gust. You can barely see out. What is this though? Ooh, more postcards. Part of me feels like I should hold the flashlight, but at the same time, like, wouldn't that announce my presence here? Okay, fine. I will take out the flashlight. The collapse nearly sealed the basement. One can barely squeeze by. Yeah, we just need to find the maintenance hatch so we can bring Kim in. Oh, there's Kim. Hello.
Two rusty metal plates that slide apart form a crude door. It's been here under the boardwalk for a while.
Who's there?
What do you mean, who's there? It's me, Kim. Stop playing around and help me get the door open.
Okay, fine. No knock-knock jokes.
The doors seem to be on rails, but they've gotten jammed. You grab a side and put some strength into prying it open. With the help of your partner, the two metal panels slide open with a creak.
Huh. I hope no one dangerous heard that.
You ready?
Yes. Time to investigate these passages. Let's move quietly and not make more sound.
Okay, so don't run.
Not running is a great way to do that.
I mean, we'll quick save just in case. Also, I feel like not having the flashlight out would also help, but like, it's already out. Old file folders in the car. Documents are silvery with mold. Ooh! Intersolary suit jacket +1 suggestion. Nice. Okay, let's avoid running for now. Just take things slow. Oh! We have flashlight, a crevice in the wall. A bed for someone to stay here. Revolutionary's hat. Okay, we're probably not wearing that. Oh, and hey, it's the slit that I think we were looking in from outside. Oh, exactly.
A mustachioed and mutton-chopped man, amateurishly depicted, gazes at you with sad eyes. The plaque reads, K. Mazov. There is a spider web in the lower left corner of the portrait. Years worth of dust is shaken off. The full head of hair.
Oh my god, we would have had. We also had our own fabulous beard, but look, I got it. To get in the mindset after we shaved, all of only good stuff has been happening. It's a good decision, but I don't regret how it looked though. If only I could have kept it while also getting stuff done, but it was not meant to be.
Some radical or radicals were hiding out here. They left a long time ago. We have found a lot of those lately. I guess what most people think of as history tends to linger in rundown neighborhoods. Martinez being what it is, No one has gone through the trouble of cleaning out the old bunkers.
Good hiding place for someone who's up to no good.
Could be connected to the Mazov bus we found in the students'
Millions
room.
of depictions of Mazov have been produced. They're not all connected. Besides, that looked like some student. The youths always go for this kind of stuff.
We can just move on.
You mean like Ruby? No, I think we've stumbled on a piece of history.
I mean, maybe she doesn't sleep here, but she could hide here for a while. Boot prints in the sand. One of the souls appears more worn out than the other. Ooh, that's the description we were looking for. The tunnel collapsed. You'd have to find another way around. I mean, the boots do lead these way. These way? This way. Look, she better not have a gun with her. Our gun. God, I hope she does not have our gun. Or in a way, maybe it is better she has our gun, so we can get it back.
There it is again, like a swarm of hornets buzzing under your scalp. A strange tingling you can almost smell.
Do you feel something?
What do you mean?
A strange
I don't
tingling.
feel it, but we should still be careful. There were footprints back there, and I'm pretty sure they were fresh.
With the right souls worn out.
Looks like our suspect. If she's in here, we need to plan our next step carefully. Once we detain a credible suspect, who knows what the Union and the Wild Pines will do? We'll set in motion events we have no control over.
You will upset the balance of power in Martinez. The deadlock between the company and the Union will destabilize. This part of town is a fine clockwork puzzle. Disturb its peace, and it will start.
Okay, so it's definitely like a. If you do this, there ain't no going back anymore.
Keep calm. Go over the whole situation in detail.
We've met the Union leader, but haven't got any info from him. Maybe we should talk to him more first? But what will he give us?
You're right. However corrupt he may be, nothing happens in Martinez without him knowing. We might have to dirty our hands. But
in this case, we can't afford to be squeaky clean.
I mean, this would be in aiding us to find our gun. But that's only if we want to do that. Joyce knows about the murder, but I may have other things to discuss with her.
Yes, there won't be time for that once things go down. Matter of fact, I don't think there's time for it now, but...
We've checked the Boyu class she's talking, but I want to hear her take on why it was empty.
Okay, why not? Whatever goes down might also affect her. The Union is watching her closely now.
Not closely enough, you suspect, but still, good idea to visit her once more.
Well, we are not responsible for what we can't predict, are we? I don't think the entire city will be razed to the ground.
If you can't predict it, there's nothing you could have done.
Okay, this super feels like
I see a cavern. Maybe
no point of no return.
I think we've been careful enough. We still have the element of surprise.
I wouldn't be so sure. You haven't exactly been sneaking.
Or maybe not. Either way, once we go deeper, there will be no turning back.
I'm going to make a hard save at this point. Okay, so this is our manual save, not a quick save. And like, okay, so moving in there, I feel is definitely like it's saying, oh, you're moving to the next step of the game. Like, I don't want to say moving to the end game because I have no idea how long this game is, but this is clearly a key decision point. Which I do agree, I do kind of want to at least talk to Classy. Like, at minimum. Like, I don't care about this one as much. I could honestly pass on this one. This one, we didn't really find it, unfortunately. Find the murder weapon. She would know where this is. Find all the armor pieces. I have no idea about where the last one could be. Actually, what happens if maybe I do have all of them? Let me equip all of the parts. Okay, that does not trigger the quest. So that means I do not have all of the parts. Okay, noted. Oh wait, what dinged? Oh, the morale went up. Huh. Interesting. But okay, so we don't have all the armor pieces. I mean, I'm going to assume obviously stuff will happen after we deal with Ruby. But again, it's like the state of the world will change once this action is done. So given that I did save, I think I'll call it here for now. Maybe next time we continue, we'll tie up some of the loose ends and then move on to dealing with Ruby. Like, I don't know if that'll cause us to go to the next day. I mean, it's still early enough. It's still 9. Because I think Ruby will stay here regardless of how late it is. But I do want... Okay, wait. I won't save down here. I'll at least leave the area. Which I need to remember. Nope, not that way. This way. Also, hello, Real Chicken Manny. Welcome to the stream. Hope you've been having a good day. Although, if you didn't hear me, I guess in a way, I'm sort of getting to the end of this stream because we're hitting a real like important decision point on like whether we're gonna like detain her, try to get Ruby or not. And there are technically some additional information which we could get. I don't know if I wanna deal with Everard, even if it means the potential on finding our gun. Like, I'm gonna take the risk, we're gonna find it naturally. And then, in terms of the Union, I'm not really sure if there was anything with that. There's something to talk to Kim still here. But let's try to see if we can talk to the girl on the roof, if she's still there. Everard's the best character though. I mean, in some avenues, I guess. But like, look, I ain't gonna like cozy up to him, is all I'm getting at. Okay, so she's still here. So I'm gonna save it here. So, order of business for next time. We're gonna ask her about the buoy. We could talk to Everard, but honestly, again, like, if it's about doing something for him to find our gun, we'll come across it eventually. Like, things just work out that way for us somehow. Even though we do get 92% fail sometimes. And the Union leader, like, there wasn't really anything to, like, really do with her. So, like, honestly, like, I can't really think of anything to do with the Union leader. So yeah, my curiosity really is more with just... Well, I mean, we're here already. Might as well just ask it.
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
I found your buoy. It was empty. Just seawater.
Oh.
Did you take the documents?
No, of course not. As I said, it would have been too risky for me to use those documents anyway. My employer gave them to me. In truth, I should have destroyed them. Thank you, but actually, now that I think about it, you mentioned seawater. I was worried I'd been too careless with the latch mechanism. The documents were probably just washed away.
No, no, I am not gonna say this. I am sticking by my decision to not arrest her. You can't guilt trip me, Volition. I won't let you. Okay, then I'll mull on whether I talked to Everard and the Union leader one last time. But okay, for real, that's what I'm gonna call it here. We did so much today. We got all of the information out of her. We got to an agreement with Titus to tell us where Ruby could be. We found where Ruby could potentially be in the building, in the Feln building. Like, literally almost all of our quests are actually completed, which is actually I'm surprised about. Yeah, we have some lacking here, but I'm pretty sure the game is not gonna immediately end after we take in Ruby, so we'll just see where it goes from there next time though. So yeah, we quick save. So with that, as always, for those that were here, for those that chatted, for those that stopped by, and for those that lurked, do always appreciate the support. And I'm sorry, Real Chicken Manny, I know you kind of just got here, but I should be continuing this game again next week. So, if you want to stop by then, I'll be glad to have you here. Or, in terms of streams, I will be streaming again tomorrow. I will be continuing Unicorn Overlord though, as, again, another RPG that takes a lot of time. And, progress is progress. I'm in the middle of Elheim there, if you know what Unicorn Overlord is. But yeah, with that, hope you guys have been having a good day, afternoon, and or evening. Tomorrow do be Friday, so just one more day, and then we can finally enjoy our weekend. I personally don't really have anything planned. Probably just gonna relax, maybe like watch some stuff or play some stuff. Kind of wanna play more Deadlock. Deadlock has been pretty fun. But yeah, I mean, and hope you guys enjoy your weekend too, as it's getting there. Maybe if you guys are getting Metaphor, I feel a lot of people are gonna make this weekend Metaphor weekend. I unfortunately will not, because I have not even finished Persona 3 Reload, so I'll get to it eventually. But yeah, with that, thank you guys for joining me in this stream, and hope you guys join me in my next one. Although I do kind of see a few people here, maybe it might be worth. Is anyone else playing no, Metaphor isn't out yet. Is anyone else? Okay, I don't really see anyone who I really follow to be online. So, yeah, maybe I'll probably just end stream then. But yeah, again, thank you guys for joining the stream. Hope you guys join me in my next one, which is tomorrow. But yeah, till then, guys. Bye, guys. Bye. Bye-bye.